Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream where I was muted for the first 15 seconds. Welcome. Off to a great start after not streaming for a while. You can hear me now. You surely have to be able to hear me now. Let me know. My stream. That's my streamer. All right. Well, welcome, everyone. All right, welcome everyone to the stream. We'll be streaming for the next 2 or 3 hours. W muted. Welcome everybody. What's up, Hicks, Redalistic, Ethan Hunter, UK Country Ball, Trizin, Vine, Nettle, and everyone else who I may have missed. Please say hello in the chat. Today will be a pretty fun stream for the next 2 or 3 hours. We got a couple of different things all going on at the same time. First of all, new stream camera angle unlocked. This is not a permanent camera angle, but now when I'm gaming, I'm looking this way. And you're kind of looking at me, looking at the game. So it's like I'm actually there. Like it's like we're in the same room together when I stream now. I actually also have like a teleprompter that I'm adding to the setup pretty soon. So it's going to change a little bit more. And the lights today are in the back because today's stream is sponsored by LG. We'll talk a little bit about that later as we kind of get into the thick of it. But welcome, everyone. Today, we are going to be chilling. We're going to be relaxing, having a good time. We're going to be playing a bunch of Indiana Jones. I think I have, let's find out here. I have 9 achievements left, and I think we're getting 6 or 7 of them today. So we're going to get 1, 2, 3 fieldworks done in about 2 hours. During that time, we're also going to get 2 miscellaneous achievements, and we should get our final exploration or skill books unlocked as well. So I think that's going to be 6 achievements. I think there might be a 7th one that I'm forgetting about. So we're going to be very close to the 1,000 gamer score, which unfortunately I don't know if I can get because one of the relics and one of the notes I think might be glitched for me. I might not be able to get them. So I'll kind of figure that out once we're a little bit closer to 100%. I only have about maybe 5 hours left. But welcome everyone again. Yods, Eat My Dust, Brudius, Screenlight. Welcome, welcome. Assuming everything works today, because you know how technology is with my streams, you're going to see the beautiful chat today on both YouTube and on Twitch. We're on both today. There will be a giveaway as well. I'm giving away 12 months, which I'll have you know, 12 months is equivalent to 1 year. First piece of information for the stream. But I'm doing 12 months of Game Pass Ultimate giveaway. It will be a digital code, so you can be anywhere in the world to get that code. I'll just message you it in a Twitch message after. The only condition is because of how I've set it up, you will have to follow and enter that giveaway on Twitch today. I just have like a bot that does everything automatically for me to make sure I can't like cheat it and that everything is fair for everyone. And that bot doesn't work on YouTube. For a variety of reasons. I've looked into like why, but there are like legal reasons as to why it might not technically like it goes against some of like YouTube's rules, how that bot works. So I can't draw a winner from YouTube chat comments in a fair and transparent way. So there will be a giveaway. It'll be Twitch only. I'll talk about that later. What's up, Ethan Hunter? And additionally, we are celebrating a 12 days of deals, holiday deals that LG is doing on their website at lg.ca. At any point during the stream today, you can type in !LG. And as you see right there, it'll give you a link to their lg.ca website where you can take a look at some of their deals. All the prices on there will be in Canadian dollars. So you might want to go to your regional equivalent website. For more details, we'll talk about the monitor I'm gaming on. We'll talk about their 12 days of deals. Any update on the King Kong disc? What a great question, BC. I actually emailed the guy who currently should have it, assuming they didn't sell it or like run away with it. The person who has that, I'm hoping they email me back. Once they do, we'll set it up and hopefully gets on to the next person. It's been kind of at the same person for a while now. Not their fault necessarily, but I've been checking up on it and I'm gonna hopefully get it on to the next person. How long do you think it took to complete Indiana Jones and the Great Circle? I think it's probably 40 to 50 hours for the vast majority of people. I'm at like 43 hours, but I think I'm taking a little longer than most people would because I was being very thorough when I was playing the game before it was out. Ethan, I love all my viewers equally. I don't love you more than I love anyone else here today, but I'm super happy you're here, and I would never break your heart on purpose, my guy. Mac, I thank you for all you do. Thank you for stopping by the stream. I appreciate it, and I hope you guys are going to have a good night tonight. Assuming everything works, the chat will be mixed between YouTube and Twitch today. We're going to have a great time for the next 2 to 3 hours. And I guess we can... What do you guys want to do? Just sit and chat for a bit? How's everyone's... what's everyone doing this weekend? How's everyone's week so far? I'm very excited that the holidays are around the corner. I'm going to take a little bit of a break with the family, do a little Christmas shopping. You guys know the drill. Is an LG G4 worth an upgrade from a C2? I don't actually know off the top of my head the differences between the G line and the C line. I think the G line is the Evo and the C line is not the Evo. I'm a little bit out of the loop with the LG OLED TV discussion specifically. Also, are you talking about the C2 from 2 years ago, or are you talking about the C2 from like 12 years ago? Because the OLED C2 originally came out when the first line of OLEDs came out, and then there was a C2 again, which is the TV I have in my living room, actually. Fun fact, I have a 65-inch LG OLED C2 in the living room, a 48-inch LG OLED C1 or 2 in the bedroom, and then we got a beautiful LG Ultra Gear, ultra wide. No, it's not ultra wide. LG Ultra Gear dual mode monitor that is in front of me now. I can actually show you guys a picture. I put a picture up. I took a picture of it. So this is my current setup. This is a photo, okay? I am not with the tech enough, clearly, that I couldn't get a second camera angle working today. So bear with me. Maybe second camera angle gets unlocked next stream. We'll find out. This is the current setup I'm gaming on. So my PC is like under my feet. Same with my PlayStation. It's kind of under the desk. Xbox is in the back corner, and then you see like the camera and the lights up there. You see my keyboard, my Stream Deck, speakers, and all the mixing stuff. And then on the right, you see, I think like a 3-year-old LG Ultra Gear monitor. It's an IPS panel, 4K. It was my workhorse for many, many years. I had 2 of them that I purchased. And then I recently replaced the left monitor with a upgrade. And on the left, you see the LG Ultra Gear dual mode gaming monitor. It's an OLED. It's 4K. It has HDMI 2.1 and DisplayPort. So I was playing Stalker 2 at like 4K, whatever, 140 hertz. Basically stretching my graphics card to its absolute maximum. So that was pretty fun, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. I think maybe we'll kick it off. You guys have been patient enough here. Just double checking I have a couple of like lists of things that it's been so long. It's been a while since I've streamed. For one reason or another, I did get some streaming equipment in the mail today, which I bought a long time ago, but there's been a postal strike here. So, we didn't get a lot of, letters in the last little while. I have a question. Can you play a horror game? Not today, but if you have any game recommendations, feel free to put them in the chat. Let me know what the game is, why you recommend it, and maybe I'll take a look at it. What's the worst game you've played for Gamerscore? Oh, there's been a lot of games that I've played for Gamerscore that are literally non-functional. And what always comes to my mind is a really old game that not a lot of people even remember. It was called Truth or Lies. I think it was a Konami game, but excuse me, I need some water. But it came with a microphone. Like, it was kind of back in like the Rock Band. Sorry, there we go. Rock Band era. And it came with a microphone, and it was supposed to be able to tell if you were telling the truth or lying. And that was basically the whole game. Is you were talking. It was like kind of like one of those party games you would play at like at a theoretical party where you launched your Xbox 360. And it literally did not work. Like it didn't work. So it was a bad game. Friendly reminders, if you do have Amazon Prime, that means you have Twitch Prime. So if you're watching on Prime, you get to sub to one person per month for free. You can use that here or somewhere else. If you use it here, you get a sub badge next to your name in the chat and access to our 5 lovely emotes. So that's for the Twitch audience. I've been toying with the idea of memberships on YouTube. I just want to make sure that I actually offer some reasonable value for if I were to turn that feature on. So I'm going to hopefully in the new year get some emotes and stuff for that. So again, welcome everyone. If I didn't say hello to you yet, Das Lubinator, Steve Redman, welcome to the stream. BC as well. Yabba, welcome. Hope everyone's having a good week so far. And so we're going to get started here with a little bit of Indiana Jones. For context, I am currently in Giza, and I'm doing a field work called Secret of the Queen Mother. During this field work, hopefully I get... I'll get an achievement at the end of it. I'll also loot an item that I can turn in for some money that I need. And tacos or pizza. Ooh. Tacos, the problem with tacos is in Canada, our taco game is not as strong as the taco game in the States because you guys have people who like eat tacos in their homeland. The taco game in the States is significantly better. So sometimes I wonder if I've even had like a really great taco. So I'll probably go with pizza on that one. All right, so we got the light turned on, and I'd imagine... Oh. The light points the way to the wall that I can break with the hammer. Anyone in the chat have the completion in Indiana Jones yet? I'm curious. I'm sure there's at least one person here who has the full 1000 done already. I think I might already get the achievement like right away right here. Did I already beat the mission? No. Impossible. Who's that? I got addicted to zombies. I was pretty addicted to the zombies. Are you doing the original zombies, or are you doing the new update that came out last week? I was doing the new update for a while, and I like got all the elemental swords and stuff, but then I kind of gave it a break not long after that. Not at the moment, just on the last map. Hopefully it doesn't bug for me. Yeah, so what I think, I had one bug, which was with the cat-related photos of this game, but luckily they fixed that in like the day 3 update, which is sick. And unfortunately, though, I heard that there is a relic on the final map that if you don't get it on your first time through a dungeon, you can't do the dungeon like backwards to go and get it, which if that's true, because I just saw someone post about it, if that's true, then I might be out of luck because I did not get it on my first time through the dungeon. So if I can't go back to get it, then I'm going to have a rough time. It's like the one in the top left corner of the map on Sukhothai. So in the last open area, Sukhothai, it's essentially where the Blessed Pearl mission takes place. I don't know. How does everyone see through my disguise? Does it not realize that I'm wearing my disguise? How does everyone see through it? Apparently, there's one specific one in the top left of Sukhothai that you can't go back to get. Like, you can get to the dungeon, you just can't get to the specific, like, ledge that the collectible's on. Okay, I'm just going to try to run out of here. I have to return to Omar. So let's just try to finish this mission as quickly as possible. It should get us an achievement. It should get us, I think it might get us a relic. It got me a Steely, so we're like on the way to a bunch of achievements, like right away out of the gate. And then we'll go to the Vatican, and then we'll get some more achievements. Yo, what's up, Verge-based Brizzle? How's it going, dude? Here, let's see if we can push this guy off the ledge for fun here. Whoops!
Watch your step, pal.
I also have like all of the upgrades and stuff, so when you go back to Giza, the game's like realistically pretty easy, even on the normal difficulty.
A stone steely with a riddle. Maybe a clue to something. Hidden underneath the pyramid of King Khufu.
This is your game of the year. Nice, dude. I don't know if I'd call it my game of the year. It's hard to pick a game of the year. There we go. That's already an achievement out of the way for us. That's 8.8%, so not that rare either. And the Game Pass reward. The one thing I don't like, the one thing that kind of I forget about in this game is like you need to, if I were to fast travel right now to the Vatican, it would actually erase the fact that I beat that mission. You have to like run around for it to autosave. And then once it autosaves, you can fast travel, or else you can sometimes like lose progress, which is a little confusing. Also, I'm not quite sure I understand what the fruit does exactly. Like, I think it does something to your stamina, but I'm not exactly sure what that second bar in the middle of the screen is like technically supposed to do. I think it's a stamina bar of some kind, but beats me. Why can they all see through my disguise? What are your thoughts on the rumor that Activision games like Transformers and Spider-Man are going to Game Pass? I mean, it's not really not really like a rumor. It's more of like a sense of formality. Like they have to do it. It's just when will they do it? You know, it has to happen eventually. Fruits add double stamina. Bread is double health. Yeah, I understood that bread is supposed to be like a shield, but I didn't realize that fruits were supposed to be like double the stamina. I'm just trying to get an autosave to complete here real quick. And I think sometimes when you fast travel, an autosave happens. So let's try to fast travel to the, maybe to the village here. I was so disappointed when I found out that donating to the donation boxes doesn't do anything. Like, it is very much in the spirit of Indiana Jones, but, like, you know, at the same time... All right, we got our little checkpoint here. So let's go back to the Vatican and do the thing there. Also, as a reminder, at any point, if you do type in !LG in the chat, you will get links to LG Canada's website, where they do have 12 days of deals coming up. Today's deal, I checked it. We'll look at it together, but it's actually a pretty good deal. You can buy a monitor. I don't know. I forget what the exact conditions are. We'll talk about it. But if you buy a monitor, you get a free LG mousepad, which I thought would be like kind of a really basic mousepad, but it has like, it's like a giant desk pad with like RGB lights in it and stuff. It's pretty cool. You get a Corsair keyboard and mouse. So you kind of get like a whole like starter pack for the All right, we're gonna do we're gonna do this one here, which is in the sewers. So that begins somewhere around here. And then this, I think this one's gonna give us 2 achievements if we do it completely. I think for a lot of people, this was one of like the first side missions you do, but for some reason I skipped it on my first time through. And it somehow ended up being one of the last side missions I have to complete.
Let's see if that's where his key works.
Let's look at the map here. There's probably a bunch of collectibles down here that I'm going to have to grab along the way, if I don't want to have to do this whole area twice. But I guess we'll see. So I assume, I thought I'd be able to pull that down. Might have to climb up a ledge here first. I wonder if I can just do a leaping jump. I cannot. Oh, there's a ladder. Is that a ladder? Is this a ladder? No. It is not. That awkward moment when I've literally not been stuck on a single puzzle in this game before, but today, during the stream, it's going to be my first one. Like, obviously that's a whip point. I just don't know from which angle I can grab it from. I doubt I have to... It keeps showing me up there. So, like, obviously, I have to get up there. Interesting. If you want a backseat game, now's your chance, by the way. I feel like this ledge is designed like this specifically. Like, am I wrong? Can we climb up here? Oh, we're okay. Guys, false alarm. But yeah, Steve, in terms of the Activision stuff coming to Game Pass, I'm excited. I know that the rumor kind of started yesterday because all of the games got like added to PC Windows. They did like a PC app update, and in that update, they added a bunch of like new achievements and stuff. So I think that's where that came from. And like it makes sense that it's gonna have to happen eventually. Where do I jump? Oh, okay. That anywhere on this pipe right here should be good. There we go. I've actually really also been enjoying Stalker 2. I know obviously it's not a perfect game, and it's kind of glitchy, and people have had problems with it. And I don't think it's maybe necessarily a great console game. It's a great PC game, which is where I've been playing it. And I also like, you know, blessed enough to have like good PC, so maybe that's skewing my experience a little bit. But Stalker 2 has been like really fun. All right, that's our 10th out of 10th inscriptions. I think if I turn those into Antonio, we also get an achievement for that, like separate from this field work we're doing. I'm going to make sure we open up this door from the back so we can always backtrack here if we need to. I really need to turn off those notifications. And then it does seem like there will be... Oh, all right. Well, that was an easy collectible to grab along the way. Where's the next one? It's back there somewhere. Okay. We'll figure out where this path leads. I think this is an area I've never been in before. We need our clerical key here. The Spider-Man games are like $100. Really? Which ones? Like the like Amazing Spider-Man with the Tobey Maguire ones?
Sounds fascinating.
This might be our last exploration book for an achievement. Maybe not. There must be one more somewhere in Giza then. I thought that was gonna be our last one. Oh no, we have to still get the one that you get for getting all the medicine.
Gotcha.
Will you do a guide on this game? I don't know but what you mean exactly about a guide. I've done, I think, 8 or 9 videos now, and all of them cover some topic of guide-related content. But in terms of, like, if you're asking about a full game walkthrough, that's not something that would make sense for anyone to want to follow. Like, it wouldn't make the game fun to follow a full game walkthrough. So you're better off just playing the game and enjoying it for yourself, and then using the guides for, like, some of the smaller stuff you might get stuck on.
They are watching me in the dark of the night.
Web of Shadows, Shattered Dimensions, and Amazing Spider-Man 2. Yeah, clearly I don't know enough about the Spider-Man games to even place those specifically. I think the one I'm thinking of is for the original Xbox, and it has like the... I think a lot of them have this. One of them has the swinging Spider-Man cover, and then one of them has the for the cover it has like the chest piece of the spider suit with the spider symbol in the middle. I don't think either of those are Web of Shadows or Shattered Dimensions though. So let's see if we have any other collectibles that were like, while we're here, are close by. Seems like this one, I probably missed it on my way. No, maybe? Let's find out if I just missed this on my way through. Maybe not. I guess not. Or I have to smash through... Gotta smash through a wall, but we'll come back. I sold Web of Shadows for over £100 previously. Nice, dude. Alright, let's go talk to Catherine. And then that should complete... Oh, okay. Oh, and there's also a picture to take in here. So let's do that.
These guys will confiscate anything that's not nailed down.
And then this is also a one-way door now that I'll be able to loop back to. Very useful. I've been at the other side of that door, like wondering how to get in. When you level up your character, you can literally one punch everyone in this area, which is makes it quite a bit easier. I have 8 achievements left, and one is belongs in a museum, and the quest is bug. It won't let me talk to the delivery boy. Yeah, I seem to have one relic that's going to be bugged for me, and then that relic also leads to a note. So it seems like I'm going to miss out on the relic and the note achievement probably. But I'm optimistic they'll patch it out for us. This should be our second achievement of the stream, and then we can grab, I think as soon as we talk to her, it should be. And then we can talk to Antonio, I think, and that'll be our third achievement of the stream.
Here you are, sister.
Weird watching you live and not on a YouTube video about a game from like 10 years ago. I mean, if you're up to date with the YouTube channel, the videos are always about brand new games. They're only about 10-year-old games if you have a really long backlog and you're going back for a deep sale or something. I was playing some game recently where I was using my own video to like look up something because I kind of forgot how it worked. And then I saw like it was like 7 years, I think it was Decay the Mayor. It was on sale and someone was asking me about if it was good, and I was trying to remember what kind of game it even was. And then I wwent back and I was like, you know what? For 7 years ago, the standards of YouTube were different. Let's be honest. That video was not bad for 7 years ago standards, but for current standards, it was not great.
Father, of course.
Did you put the tablets in the box beside the delivery boy first? Ah, yes. If you are doing the Giza mission with the delivery boy, you do have to give him all of the, not all of them, but you have to give him the tablets like by pressing right on the D-pad and like putting them on the table. The 12 days challenge on TA helps with that. Yeah, I registered to that challenge today, but the way the challenges work for me on TA is like sometimes I get around to them, sometimes I accept them, and then I just forget about them, and I don't do them, so we'll see.
Amen.
Speaking of 12 days, LG.ca, 12 days of holiday deals, currently active. The first deal is already live, and there are more deals coming. And here we go. Here's another achievement. There we go. Ooh, this one's not even rare. And then I think we can also take the 10 inscription photos we have now, bringing them back to Antonio, and then that should be our third achievement. So let's just do that now while we're... Where's the fast travel point? I think there's one over here, right? Yeah, cool. Let's go to the courtyard. Keep the videos up, man. Always cool to see someone who enjoys games enough to post guides on videos. I've used a lot of your campaign guides for COD. I appreciate it. COD guides are always fun for me. Like they're very predictable. I know I can like wake up the day a COD game comes out. I wake up, I have the game installed. I can play the campaign for 10 hours. I usually get like 10 videos out of it. And everyone's happy. People like the videos. I enjoy making them. I enjoy going through the campaigns. It's just like kind of a win-win perfect situation scenario here. All right, let's put all of the inscriptions on the... And there's our next achievement. And then he also gives us a relic.
How long have you been here?
The next thing we're going to do actually is that gets all our field work done. The next thing we'll do actually then is we'll grab the medicine bottles, as I think if I grab my final 3 medicine bottles, I can grab the final skill book I need, which will then get me like probably the second rarest achievement in all of the entire game, which is for learning all of the skills. But before we do that, let's... Oh, thank you so much to Unbroken Chief for the 75 bits. I know this might be my first chat, but do want to say I enjoy all our video guides for achievements, even games I don't understand. I try and keep up your awesome job you are doing. Thanks, I appreciate it. That's very kind of you, and I appreciate it. All right, we're going to take our first little kind of sponsored segment break. to remind you about LG's 12 days of holiday deals. If you're on Twitch, you'll see a link show up in the chat right now. You can click through that link to be taken to LG Canada to see a bunch of those promotions right now. If I quickly also go here, let's see if I can. I had this ready, and then I must have panicked and closed all my tabs here. There we go, and there we go. So, long story short, if you guys don't know, I've been in like a partnership with LG for this whole year pretty much, from the beginning of 2024. And during that partnership, I've done a bunch of things you guys have probably seen on the channel. I went to an event for student gamers who like made their very first games. And in my head, you would imagine that like a college gamer or college student would maybe make like more basic games. You know what I mean? Like I play a lot of bad games that are made by like full-on adults. But this is an event for college kids, and I was very surprised at the quality. Some of these games were like ready to be shipped and like better quality than most indie games I play. So I went to an event called Level Up Showcase with them earlier this year. Made a video on that. I went to a Fan Expo Canada in August. I made a video on that. Made a couple of shorts on like Boxing Day in July and one other thing. And then you've also seen some featured content on the monitor I'm currently on. So I think I hope this works, guys. You know how I am with tech, but I believe if I go like this and then go like this, oh no, my Stream Deck stopped. All right, let's try it. All right, now you guys see my screen and you hear my voice, and I can go over here, and assuming I did everything right, you can still hear me. You can't see me, but you can hear me, and you can see my screen, and on my screen you'll see LG.ca. And this is the monitor that I'm currently using in my partnership with LG. They sent this monitor to me, I want to say like 2 months ago. And it honestly is like pretty much the monitor of my dreams. It's LG OLED, which like if you're gaming, for me, I want that OLED. And it also has dual mode, which means that you can do 4K at 240 hertz. So obviously 4K is kind of that golden standard for like quality. But if you're looking more for performance, if you're playing more basic game and you're looking to be like ultra competitive, you can do 1080p and then you can do 480 frames per second. So if you're going for a game like Fortnite or Counter-Strike and you're looking for more frame rate because the game doesn't need that much processing power because it's not really like a good looking game necessarily, then you can get like way more frames out of it. And it's literally just like a button click and you switch between those two modes, which is pretty sick. So like I said, it's OLED 4K 32 inch. It's a 16:9, so it's not an ultra wide. So you can also plug in your console. It's HDMI 2.1, so it's going to have HDR for your Xbox as well. Because it's OLED, it has, you know, pretty much an infinite contrast ratio. Don't quote me on that. I don't want to say it's actually infinite, but to the naked eye, you cannot see, like, you know, from one pixel to the other, you'll see complete black and then complete white, and that is like a unique feature to OLEDs. 0.03 millisecond response time, so it's going to be pretty much instantaneous, especially if you're using a mouse and gaming on PC like I was when I was playing Stalker. But I guess this is the monitor I'm currently using and have been using. I currently have it set up as my essentially my PC monitor, and I'm using one of my other monitors for my Xbox. So I can PC game on this monitor, and I also edit all my videos on this monitor, which is super important because all of the color reproduction it has is super cool. But more importantly, I guess, for this stream is the 12 days of holiday deals. Obviously, today is the 13th, and assuming I'm doing my math correctly here, tomorrow is the 14th, so there's a new deal happening on the 14th. There's a little bit of a teaser for it. I think I actually can give you guys a little bit of, let me double check here that you guys can actually still hear me and see me. Can you guys hear me and see me when I'm, oh no. Can you guys hear me when I'm on that? Yeah, 100%. Let me know, because we've had it before where like my streaming software just decides 1 second to like just essentially stop working, and then I just sit on a screen for like 5 minutes. I talk. I'm fairly certain you guys can hear me. We're expecting Radalaika game quality, essentially. I was expecting something similar to that. 1 second here. We can hear you. Cool. So just to kind of wrap up that thought there, LG.ca, you can go on the Twitch chat right now and you can type in exclamation LG to be taken straight to that website. Obviously, Canadian pricing is what you're going to see when I'm on the website, but if you're in the States, you might see, regional pricing, which makes sense. So one US dollar is currently $1.40 Canadian. So that might explain a little bit of the differences you see if you're looking at my screen and trying to figure out why it's a little bit different. But today's deal is, you guys can see this, cool. The 13th, you can purchase an LG OLED monitor, and you get a LG gaming pad, which I assumed was going to be something like maybe more basic. But it's actually, if we go here, it's actually like a mouse pad that is on sale for almost $300, but it's like desk size. It has RGB. It has pass-throughs, and it like has the aesthetic that people are looking for. So I was actually really surprised you can get this with a purchase of a monitor. But you also get a bundle of Corsair gaming stuff. So you get, I think, a mouse and a keyboard and a headset. So it's like a pretty good starter pack, I guess, for people who are looking to upgrade or change their stuff up. And if for OLED gaming monitors, the one I have is included in this deal, which goes until the 19th. But you also have all of these ones. So if you are looking for like ultra wide, this one's ultra wide and curved, 39-inch. So it's huge. But I didn't want something too big for with a dual monitor setup. I personally couldn't have something too big, like right in front of my face for editing, because of how I move my monitors around and stuff. So that's why I went with something a little smaller and a little bit more like gaming specific for high frame rates. But obviously, everyone has like what's going to fit for them. So if you're looking for something bigger, something smaller, all the OLED Ultra Gear monitors by LG, LG OLED gaming monitors are on this daily deal. And then if we go back, it looks like they're going to have a laptop deal coming pretty soon. And I don't think this one is hinted at, but I think I'm allowed. This is basically a live leak from yours truly. I believe the Cinebeam LG projectors are going to be having a pretty notable sale on them coming up. And I think there's also a deal coming up where for OLED TVs. So I know a couple of you like to game from the couch. For TVs, I think there's a free installation thing coming around, which happened in the past as well. It just like there was one earlier this year, and I think it's coming back. I think. Don't quote me on any of this. Do your own research, okay, guys? But the free installation one, I was actually looking because I was wondering, like, what does a free installation mean? And again, don't quote me on this, but I'm fairly certain that if you buy a mount, if you have the mount, they will mount it to your wall. From what I was reading, again, don't quote me on that. Do your own research. But I think that deal's not active yet. But if it goes active, make sure you read the little terms and conditions and stuff. Have you seen Atomfall is coming to Game Pass next year? Oh, by the way, let's start this now since we're here. There's a giveaway today. I'm giving away 12 months. That's one whole year, if I did my math right, of 12 months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. I think that's like a $200 value right there. But if you do want to enter in that, let me get my MooBot going here by going to giveaway, reset, and then open. Should be open. If you let me see. I'm going to draw a winner. This does not count, okay? There's only 3 people in the raffle right now. I just want to make sure it's actually working correctly. It's not working correctly. Cool. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Oh. Oh. Gotta love technology. Could not find any valid entrants to win. I forget. Let me see how you guys are supposed to enter. I think we're using the wrong keyword here for entries. Stay tuned for more details. All right. What is my raffle entry keyword? Let me open up my Moobot website here. Let me... Oh, the tech issues are starting, everyone. Here we go. Okay. Moobot. Your Twitch bot. There we go. All right. Custom commands. I think it might be... Is it hashtag? Oh, there is. There is 3 entries. So it did work. I just don't know how to draw a winner. Okay. Could not find any valid entries. So where are... I mean, it says I have 3 entries. Lightspeed, can you fix it for me, Lightspeed? In Lightspeed, we trust. It says I have 3 entries. So it is counting the people who entered correctly. It's just not able to draw any of them. Could not find any. Oh, okay. Can you guys try hashtag raffle? This is a test, a very quick test. Try hashtag raffle in the Twitch chat if you wanna win. Gotta love technology, guys. Let's see if I think I might have figured out what the... Let's see if this fixes the problem. You know what? I actually think it might be my streaming software here. So give me 2 seconds while I open up Twitch in a browser here. I think this might fix the problem. Let's see. All right, so our raffle is winning. I just need to use the commands for the raffle inside of Twitch itself instead of inside of my streaming software. Yo, Nick Hacks, thank you so much for... There we go. Sorry. Nick Hacks, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Again, as a reminder, if you're on Amazon Prime, you're on Twitch Prime. If you have Twitch Prime, you can sub to 1 person per month for free. You get a sub hashtag stream in the chat, as well as extra 5 of emotes. All right, everyone. Hashtag raffle on Twitch if you want to be entered to win 12 months of Game Pass Ultimate. I'll pick a winner later on in the stream, and then I will message you a code for that prize, which you can redeem or gift to a friend, or definitely not sell on the black market, as that would be highly illegal. And I also would prefer if you redeem the code in the next 48 hours. But I'm not the police, so it is what it is, guys. I appreciate everyone for stopping by the stream, supporting the stream, even though I don't stream enough. Mine's not getting added now. Don't worry. If the Moobot doesn't reply to you, you're being added. It doesn't reply to everyone. You are in the raffle if you've typed in hashtag raffle. And if you are a sub, you get 2 entries instead of 1. So, yeah. Hey, Mac, in the Vatican, there are 2 intels in the main area under the map that you also can't pick up. I haven't had that issue. I just went through the bottom of the map, and I haven't really looked much at what there is or isn't to do down there. So I'll figure it out if I get there. If I get glitched, it is what it is. Yods, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. And as a reminder, because a lot of people, I do get a lot of questions about my setup, so let me move this way a little bit so you guys can see it. That's my current setup. This is not a camera. This is a picture because I live in the year 2010 in terms of my ability to use a computer. Although I have technology that makes me feel like I'm from 2030 with this OLED monitor. I'm rocking that dual monitor setup, PC gaming, editing, capturing, streaming on that left monitor, my Xbox, my PlayStation, my gaming, console gaming on the right monitor. Got the keyboard, the Stream Deck, the speakers, the mixer pad, the microphone, the lights, the camera. I have a camera that's way overkill. I'm getting a teleprompter. Now, I'll talk about that when I talk about that. I got it in the mail today. It just didn't show up early enough for me to use that teleprompter. The teleprompter, once I get it working, is going to be next level innovation. Just like LG OLED gaming monitors. All right, everyone. That was a little bit cheesy, but that's on me. They didn't tell me to do that. I did that myself by choice. Let's go back to the Vatican and get a little bit of more achievements here. I think, like I said, if I can get 3 more medicine bottles, I think that'll allow me to get the final skill book. And if I get the final skill book, I think I get the skill book achievement, assuming I'm not missing one in Giza, which I might be. Say toy boat 5 times fast. I'm going to assume that that's some kind of troll because, how do I get, oh, I always forget how to get to Borgia Tower. It's like the one area in the game that, like, I just get so lost trying to get there every time, but I think I know how to get there now. So it looks like I have to get to the basement of Borgia Tower somehow. Or that was the sewers, I just wasn't paying attention. Plat King, I will try that after the stream, but I'm gonna assume it's gonna make me say something I don't actually want to say. So I'm not gonna get trolled like that. Are you okay, dude? Happy to catch a stream. What's up, Tony? Been using your guide for years on the final level of Indiana Jones. Thanks to you, it's been a breeze. I appreciate that. Yeah, if you follow the explorations book guide, and you've been making sure to get the exploration books like decently early, it really does cut down on the time requirement to complete the game like significantly. So, all right, let's find out. Where is this? Okay. Is it that easy? It's just going to be sitting there, and I miss this every time I... Oh, wow. I've just missed this every time I've come here. Oh, it's because when I first started this game... Yo, Private Parties, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. You got access to our 5 lovely emotes as well as a sub badge next to your name in the Twitch chat as well. It's because when I first started playing this game, I was specifically not picking up the medicine bottle collectibles because I assumed I was going to have to make a video guide about them. That was before I realized that you can get them on your map via the exploration books. So that's why I have all these medicine bottles all over the map that I just never picked up. All right, where's our last medicine bottle? It's somewhere over here. For some reason, I thought all 4 of the ones I was missing were underground, but they don't seem to be. Oh yeah, I've gotten everything for every area so far thanks to the books. Yeah, the one thing you have to keep in mind as well, though, is the... Is that going to be in the excavation site? Or is that... I don't know, we'll find out. The one thing you have to keep in mind, though, is you also need to get the notes from the, from all of, like, there's all the side notes that aren't a part of, like, the main storyline. So this should be my last medicine bottle. It's like, sorry, when you go to journal and, like, you go to, for example, The Secret of Giants, there's, like, or like this, the None in Trouble. I'm at 11 out of 12. So there's technically a note in this fieldwork that doesn't count in this, in like the field notes. So it's almost like for some collectible types, they are in 2 different maps. You know what I mean? But as long as you're pretty thorough, it's not too bad. Mopping up hasn't been too bad either for me, luckily. Especially when you have all the upgrades, like all of the enemies take like 1 hit each. All right, let's go ahead and turn in... That's strange. It says I have 14 out of 15 medicine bottles. Which one am I missing? But here it says I have all of them. All right, I have 15. I should be able to turn this in for a book. And then... I think if I turn in this final book, I can learn the skill. And I think that should be all of the skills in the entire game. Which will be an achievement. So let's go ahead and see if we can get that one done. I've been looking at all the notes for the side stuff, and each one's at 71 out of 71. What's your gamer score at now? 1,156,810. Did you unlock all your abilities? So we're about to do that right now. I think this is my last ability, which I should get now after once I get my last book here. Just have to figure this map is a little bit confusing to me still, even though I've played this game for so long. If we're in the courtyards, we should be able to get to the side courtyard here. Geez, I remember your 500,000 stream and your 800,000 stream. My 500,000 stream must have been like 10 years ago, dude. That was so long ago. This should make it a little bit faster. For money, you can smash the lock boxes. Correct. So I must have missed that comment. But there's all these little small wooden boxes, and if you like take a hammer and you break them open, they have like almost $100 each, and that's more than enough to get you enough money. Like I probably had $1,000 more than I need to buy everything. Also, if you're looking for more XP, you can pull out your lighter and you can do this. Oh, I guess not for these ones. These ones are, I don't know. For some posters, you can burn them for extra XP. All right, so our final skill book, if I'm correct, will be this one.
More medicine.
And now if I buy this book, which I do have enough points for, fingers crossed, achievement. All right, so that means I still have one more book left over somewhere on one of the maps. I don't know which map. This one says I still have one here, but that's not true. Do I have to talk to... Nope.
You have anything?
So it looks like I'm probably missing a book in Giza then. It's fine. Let's find out. Travels, Giza, World of Knowledge. Uh-oh. It says I have all the books, because Vatican, Discoveries, World of Knowledge, 23 out of 23. Giza, World of Knowledge, 27 out of 27. Sukhothai, 31 out of 31. And then if I go to my books, I have all of the survival abilities. I have all of the fitness abilities. I have all of the packing abilities. All of the brawling abilities. And all of the combat abilities. And all of the exploration books. It glitches. What do I do to fix the glitch? How do I fix the glitch? Anyone in the chat know how I fix it? I'm gonna look up how to fix it right now. We're doing we're doing some troubleshooting live on air. Okay, we're going Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. I don't know. I have the same problem, and it just never fixed itself. I'm just wondering if I should like revert my checkpoint before I get an autosave. You know what I mean? I kind of thought maybe if I don't make it autosave, then it'll fix itself. I don't know. Doesn't help that true achievement. There we go. It was like, all right. Learn all the abilities from the adventure book. I mean, people are unlocking it, but I guess that doesn't tell us whether or not it's glitched or not, right? I put outlines on in the settings to find stuff faster. Where do you find that? I'm looking for it right now. Where did you find that? High contrast mode? Oh, cool. And you just put it at 100% and you can just see everything a little bit easier. Oh, that's cool. I guess I don't know if seeing characters would be particularly useful to me, but I guess it would allow you to see certain items a little bit faster, which is a cool idea. I don't know if for the stream we're going to do that though. I do that a lot in the Call of Duty games. You can put outlines on all the characters to make the campaign a little bit easier. Sometimes clicking through the achievements fixes them. Yeah, but I don't think it's going to fix this one just because of how the glitch happened. I just have a weird feeling it's not going to fix this one. Let's see if I can maybe... I'm going to revert my checkpoint here and then see if I can rebuy the book in a different way and see if that works. If not, I guess I'll just leave the book unpurchased and then maybe I'll come back after a patch or something and test it again. Unless I'm just missing a book and I don't know that. I don't know how it works. Because I also noticed I have the weird glitch where if I go like this and then I go to journal and then I do go to World of Knowledge, it'll show like maps in like see in the middle there near the Belvedere Courtyard. It shows maps that I already have. So I wonder if that it's related to that or not, but let's find out. Let's see if we can.
More medicine.
I can see
Let's see if we can maybe do it like a slightly different way in the menu here. What if we go like this? Wonder if it'll work. Strange. All right, so I'm going to revert my checkpoint, and I guess I'm going to try to fix it next time I play. I tried it by selecting an unfinished task. It fixed temporarily, but I don't know if it came back again. Yeah, I have a bunch of books that just show up on the map even though I already have them, so I don't know. Maybe it's a glitch related to that. But it is what it is. I think I'll come back to that, I guess. Let's go back to Giza now, and then I have one side thing to do in Giza, and then I can pick it up and turn it in for yet another achievement, so that should be another achievement. I have all the notes, but it shows me one on the map. Yeah, so it's strange, but it definitely does that, so it is what it is. Like right here, it says Queen of the Mother, and it says I'm missing... Oh, I am missing 2 notes, apparently. I swear I've picked those up like 3 times. I guess I'll have to go back. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm going to grab this artifact over here. Gotta love collectible achievements. I mean, I actually don't mind collectible achievements. Obviously, I've made like a career out of it. But, yeah, it's obviously a little heartbreaking when they don't work like they're supposed to, you know? I still need the last note in Iraq. I made a video about that today. If you want to check out that video. I don't know if it's going to help you much, but you're going to need all 50 relics. And then if you complete that puzzle, you get the secret ending as well as the last note there. I don't know if a glitch is holding you back or not, but someone told me that a glitch will hold me back. What are the red crosses on the map? X marks the spot. I don't know. I think those are just part of the storyline, but I don't think they actually mean anything theoretically, you know? I don't know where I'm supposed to go for this one. I assume I can jump up here. No, I guess not. All right. What about up here? And then there'll probably be a hole I can rappel down over here somewhere, right? All right, strange. So I guess... I feel like there should be a small entrance into a cave somewhere around here to get... We're trying to get to that right there. I'm working on getting all the ancient relics. Yeah, that one is one I really wish I tried a little bit harder on to get it on my first time through the game. There was certain collectibles I wasn't getting on purpose because I didn't know if I was going to have to make a collectibles guide for it. And I think ancient relics are some of the collectibles I skipped out on a lot. So having to go back for all of them is a little more time consuming than I would have liked, you know? All right, let's go and collect the 10th Steely. Turn that in for a relic, and then that will be another achievement, which will bring us to 4. Although I'm really disappointed that the book achievement didn't unlock for us. The people who are playing this game, are you guys playing it on a TV or on PC or on your console, or how's everyone playing it? I've actually been able to test it both on like my PC, on my 4090, everything running on like Ultra or Supreme. And then I also played it on my TV last night because usually when I'm gaming, just like for video purposes, I'm usually gaming on, like I have to have HDR turned off just because HDR is really hard to edit with. So I turn HDR off because most people don't have HDR when they watch YouTube. So it just makes more sense to like make a video that more people can enjoy and watch that's more natural to like their setup. So when I game, I typically game with HDR. Where is it trying to lead me? With HDR off. And like a couple of settings turned down just so that it looks best on video. But I had a chance to put it on my OLED, my LG OLED TV last night. Why does it keep showing me to go that way? When the thing is that way? Is this a marker problem, or am I just, like, slow? It says find Steely, and then it brings me there, but the marker is that way. Yeah, and then obviously, like, Dolby Vision and all that stuff, it looks incredible, but that's, again, something that's, like, a lot harder to edit with, you know what I mean? Why is it pointing me to this guy?
Mr. Jones, you are always welcome.
Do you think if I get this book from him? Yeah, but why is it showing me this tent when I'm looking for Steelies, which are not in this tent? Do you guys, should I buy the book? I'm going to buy the book and see if the achievement unlocks, okay?
Medicine for your patients.
I don't know what to say. Thank you. Shukran.
I don't know if I'm missing a book or not. Like, here we go to journal, right? And we go to a world of knowledge. And this one also, there's like a random book on the map that I already have. And I think this might be the glitch. There's a book kind of near the, excuse me, bottom left corner. And I've been there like 3 times to double check, and it's like it's literally not there. So it is what it is. Hopefully they fix it in a patch or something. Are we able to get on Noah's Ark? I'm not going to spoil the game for you, my guy. You're going to have to play through it and figure it out yourself.
He gets.
You also probably want to check out that secret ending. It's relevant to your question a little bit. Yeah, anyways, I tried this game on Steam on my 4090 and on my OLED gaming monitor, and then the one I talked about earlier, officially named LG OLED Ultra Gear gaming monitor, the dual mode version. So this isn't a game that you'd probably want to play in 1080p 480 frames, because this game is a single player game. It's more of a looker, but this is probably a game you'd want to play in 4K if you have the PC that can handle it. So you can quickly go from a game like this that runs at 4K, and then you can switch to something like Rocket League, where playing at 1080p is very reasonable. Let's see where to go for this. So it says it's somewhere in here. So yeah, you can like switch to Rocket League, play in 1080p, but do like 480 frames per second, which is obviously gives you like a decent competitive advantage in a game like Rocket League. Where is this Steely going to be? Somewhere around here. Again, I don't know why it keeps pointing me over there to that tent. I'm kind of scared I have a problem with my notes. I have one, according to this stream, I have one problem with a book that's glitched. I have one note that's glitched because my relics are glitched. So because my relics are glitched, one of my notes is glitched. So I might be missing out. I might not be able to, there might be 3 achievements I can't get currently, which would be a little bit heartbreaking, but we'll see we'll see. We're going to get like 6 achievements in this stream anyway, so we'll be pretty close to that 100%, and then maybe hope for an update, you know? This should be another achievement for us as long as I can turn this quest line in. Do I have to jump? All right, now we have 10 out of 10 of these.
Should be the last one.
I think if we return this, we get a relic, and then we also get an achievement for returning all these. Where do I have to return these? Probably all the way to the village, eh? While I'm here, let me just make sure I'm not missing like a collectible that's like right next to me somewhere. No, we should be good. I am going to go ahead and go grab this ancient artifact because I'm just pretty close to it. I'm trying to minimize how many times I have to run like back and forth in the map. Achievements never glitch. You know what achievement has never glitched ever? The unlock all achievements achievement. That one notoriously always works. I actually remember going to this one and not being able to really figure out how to get to it immediately. I'm sure I'll figure it out. I'm a smart little gamer.
Hell of a drop.
Oh, hey, dude.
Give it a rest.
There's dynamite over here. How do I get out of here? I guess up here, right? Okay. Oh, this is all the way in that mission where the bulldozer goes through the floor, eh? I can't get to it through here. Oh, yes, I can. Never mind. This might not be that, actually, but whatever. Either way, it looks like we're going to get... Oh, that was easy. I thought there was going to be a whole little, like, dungeon down here, but nope. Just picked it up, and we're done. All right, we got all the artifacts as well in Giza. We're doing pretty good in this stream. We've made, like... We've probably, like, closed out, like, 5 or 6 different... discoveries, missions, whatever. You need to put them in the box before he'll talk to you. Yeah, there's definitely a time where you need to interact with the Steelies and put them in a box. There's same with the radio frequencies. You need to put them on the desk before Gino will like talk to you and do the frequencies mission. It won't let me put them in the box. You have to like stand at a specific angle to the box, and then I think you press right on the D-pad. I'll show you here once I defeat this guy really quick here. Oh, hello? Hello? I have like all the abilities, so I even have the abilities that like recharge my health after I take out an enemy, which is just makes it like so easy. Like right here, I'm down health, and then bam, it's all back pretty much. I checked all the enemy zones for $10, and I need $10 more. Yikes! Yeah, that's rough. I only struggled with money on Sukhothai. I probably had 1,000 more than I needed on Vatican, and I probably had like 300 more than I needed on Giza. With Sukhothai, I really struggled like to get every dollar possible. So yeah, you definitely want to focus. So for this, so this is what you do to place the Steelies. And I assume when I place all, I don't think it's going to be all 10 of them, because I think he already took a bunch of them from me. But you can also just like select the Steelies like this, right? And then I guess it doesn't let you place them in there. You need the little notification to show up. He only wants 6 as well, because I think I gave him the 4 earlier in the mission, earlier in the level. So now that I gave him 4 plus 6, I guess that makes 10. He gives me a relic, belongs in a museum, is completed, and an achievement unlocks. Cool. Talk to Delivery Boy. There's a quest called Talk to Delivery Boy. Like it's part of the Adventure Line quest, or is it part of a fieldwork? Yeah, so it looks like all I have left in Giza is 2 ancient relics. It looks like I have 2 ancient relics to be done. And then I have quite a few discoveries in Sukhothai. So let's go run around and get the... Let's get a checkpoint to show up in Giza, and then I can go over to Sukhothai, and we can try to wrap up one more field work there. We can see if we can find some collectibles along the way, and then I'll literally be at like 98% of the game done. Then I would just need to find more relics, and then I would need to just, for the glitches, to fix themselves with my books. The quest is talk to the delivery boy. Yo, Domain, did you get the 4 Steelies yet? So I think the first thing you have to do is get the 4 Steelies, and then when you get them, you can put them in his box, and then he gives you the worker's permit, and then you can continue the mission. So, like, I'm just trying to make sure you're following all the steps correctly. Talk to the boy, or you talk to Nawal. Nawal sends you on a mission to find 4 Steelies. She tells you they're going to go in a museum. You bring the 4 Steelies to the boy. You put them in his bin. Then you talk to him. He gives you the worker's permit. You go back to Nawal, and then you can start the next mission. I'm pretty sure you don't talk to him until Nawal makes you talk to him after you get 4 Steelies. All right, so now we are in Sukhothai, and let's go ahead and try the field work here called A Study in Fear. I'll show you guys really quick what glitch I'm having that's going to keep me from I have a glitch that's going to keep me from my completion. I'm going to show you it right here, all right? So I'm in the Sukhothai village, and in the village there is a discovery, sorry, a mystery called Child's Play. And in this mystery, you can see on the right-hand side of my screen, it says notes 3 out of 4. I have the second bottle and the third bottle. And then the statue is the solution. So the first bottle, I've watched other people do it. It's supposed to be in the water right here. I have like a marker that takes me to it. And there's just no bottle here. Like I can't, there's no bottle for me to pick up. It doesn't exist. I've done everything. I've talked to all the people. I've tried diving in the water. I've looked around all of this area to see if it like floated away. My bottle just doesn't exist. To the point where I thought maybe I was being dumb and it's in the tree above me or something and I'm supposed to knock it down. But unless I'm missing something very, very obvious, the bottle's just supposed to be floating right there at the bottom of the stairs. And it's just not showing up for me. So I think this is what will keep me from my completion, because I actually just realized you can whip the moss away. I didn't realize you could do that. That's kind of cool. But anyways, I can't pick up my first bottle unless I'm doing it wrong and it's in a tree and I just don't know where to look, which is possible. But I'm fairly certain it's just supposed to be floating there. And it's not floating there for me, which means I can't get that note, which means I won't be able to get the note achievement. And apparently one of my relics might be glitched. So it is what it is. And let's just go and do the main mission here called the fieldwork mission called A Study in Fear, which I think we can probably just teleport to Sawai, and then that'll be pretty close for us. I got that one, but one of the other ones isn't appearing for me. One of them is in a tree above you, and then one of them is like underneath the bridge where the fisherman is. But yeah, for some reason, one of them didn't work for me. I did A Study in Fear on accident trying to do the main mission. It's not even anywhere one of the main missions is. It's in like a completely different corner of the map. Whoops. And then while we're there, we're going to make sure we pick up like a bunch of the notes and stuff that I haven't grabbed while I'm there. Like, I think that's kind of the one area of the map. If you go to my journal here, you look kind of near the bottom middle there is where we're going. That's kind of where, like, all my relics that I'm missing, a lot of them are down there. Although I just realized it says I have 15 out of 24 relics. And I just realized there's only 5 relics on my screen here. Which means that I think... I wonder if some of my relics glitched out or something. I don't know. I might have left some relics in the door in that pyramid at the top, though. Because I think there's a secret door where you can put the relics inside to try to, like, open it for one of the other relics to unlock the door. So there might be, in that top left corner, that might be, like, 6 relics. Yo, what's up, DDA? How you doing, man? How you been? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. How's life? The kids? How are things? Hope you're doing well. You still a gamer, I bet? Might be a PC gamer now, if I had to guess. I have no idea, my man. I hope you're doing well, though. Welcome back to the stream. Kids do be kidding. I wouldn't know, but I believe you. As long as you get all the ones on the page, you should be fine. So you're telling me the only field notes I need are from, like... Sorry, I'm trying to make it so you can see it because it's behind my face. If I get all the field notes from this list of 59, I'm going to get the achievement otaku, is what you're saying? Because I'm missing 3 here, and I'm missing like a few in the other ones. But you're saying if I get all 59, that's all I need? I don't need all of the ones from the mysteries? No, for the relics. Ah. Well, no. One of the relics, apparently, one of the relics I need is glitched. Like, you can't go back to it. So, Haktua. What's up, dude? I just bought all the Haktua coins I could afford with all my income. My kids' college fund relies on it. So I really hope this project pans out. All right, so it seems like this little mission is here for the relics. All right. I read through all the Hakonomics. And I really think that there's a good chance this coin is gonna change the world. Little bit of a reminder, there is a raffle currently active. It's hashtag raffle if you want to enter for 12 months of Game Pass. You can do that on YouTube or sorry, you can do that on Twitch, unfortunately, if you're on YouTube.
If they find us here, they'll kill us.
Hawkonomic rug pull to cap off 2024 is super fitting. Dude, imagine speedrunning the average career length of like a viral influencer. Speedrunning that like 3 years into like 3 months. That's insane. Shout out her though. Like whatever, you know, good for her. Rug pulling everyone who ever liked her, just going out with a bang. So I don't know if these collectibles are going to be under me or not, but I guess I should just start like, I think I'm just going to start moving through the level and picking them up as they show up. And then I guess I'll have to leave the way I came. So there'll be a lot less on the way out. Like it'll be a lot easier to figure out where to find the rest that I'm missing. Like I assume there's like a picture. Yeah, I was going to say there's probably a picture right here and it's probably of this exploded opening. Whoa, dude. All right, let's just jump in the hole and figure this one out. This is also going to end in another achievement for us. And it will get us like one step closer to having all of the notes and the relics and whatnot. Got the map unlocked. There's going to be a picture right here guaranteed. Wow, no picture? Really? There's no picture there?
Let's see what this does.
I've got to vote for the evening. Do we need to be present to win the raffle? Yeah, generally I'll say the person that wins has to at least be in the chat to say yo when they win. Sorry about that. It's just to keep people from like essentially, I'm not saying you specifically, but just to keep people from, you know, only watching the stream for free stuff and not actually watching to be a part of the stream, you know?
Who are you?
I want to get the platinum on Crash 4, but I know I will immediately regret it. It is a very difficult platinum trophy, dude. I don't even have it. I made the guides for that game, and I don't even have it. I don't feel like going back and doing all the reverse levels and stuff, so I think I have like 700 out of 1,000 for that game, but I gave up eventually. After making videos for like 2 weeks on that game, I decided to call it.
Annika from Norway.
Sweden. You don't
Private parties will donate it to you if he wins. There you go. What a guy.
Well, I
What a
was
guy.
invited on this expedition by a German archaeologist, and we were trying to find
What was his name?
Emmerich Voss.
You're in way over your head, kid.
Well, that's presumptuous. As a matter of fact, I'm here to uncover the ancient
Oh,
secrets of this
yeah, if you're a
past.
sub, I guess.
This is
Oh, you're a sub.
archaeology.
My bad. Subs don't, yeah, you're good. I didn't realize you were a sub.
We work together to get ourselves out.
You're a sub, so if you win, I will DM you the code anyways.
Okay.
Being a sub kind of proves that you want to like actually care about the stream. You're not just here for a giveaway. So like, yeah, that is an exception to the rule. My bad. You have a trophy next to your name. You might not be like currently subbed, but you have a trophy next to your name and it's silver. So I think that means you've been subbed for at least like 6 months, maybe three to 6 months. But no, it's 6 months. 6 to 9 months is silver. So how are you progressing so far? I think we've unlocked 5 or 6 achievements so far in the stream. 710 out of 1,000. We're gonna unlock an achievement here for fieldwork in a second. And it looks like my books achievement might be glitched on me, so that wasn't very fun. But overall, we're doing good. Today's stream, we're trying to get through Indiana Jones, and we talked a little bit about LG.ca, who is the sponsor of today's stream. Thanks for asking. You go to LG.ca. You can also type an exclamation LG on the Twitch chat to get a link to LG.ca. Obviously, all the pricing there is going to be in Canadian, so if you're not in Canada, find your regional equivalent. LG.ca is doing 12 days of holiday deals. There's also a French website for my Quebecois folk. Today's deal is that you get a free LG gaming pad, which is like a plug-in mouse pad that has RGB built into it. Very fancy mouse pad, much fancier than the one I have. So you get an LG gaming mouse pad as well as a Corsair gaming bundle that has a keyboard, mouse, and I think headphones. So with any LG gaming monitor, including the one I have, which is the LG OLED Ultra Gear dual mode gaming monitor, if you get that, you'll get a part of this package. I think it's 12 days of deals, so every day has a different deal. This deal, though, that is like right here, I think it's active for a week. So like you don't have to make your decision today necessarily. So I think this deal is active till the 19th, I want to say. And then every other day there's different deals. So I think there's a laptop deal tomorrow. There's a deal on the projectors. There's a deal on OLED TVs as well. LG OLED TVs, which are the one I have in my living room and in my bedroom. I've been swearing by LG OLED TVs for forever. If you're trying to have the best TV experience, that's what you're going to probably want. EU folks have these deals too. I'll have a look. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, I'm in Canada and I'm working with LG Canada, and kind of that's the extent of maybe my knowledge on exactly how the deals work. You may have deals. You may have different deals, like regional deals. I know there's a similar promotion, I think, in the US. I don't know if they're the exact same deals or not. But for Canada, today's deal is the gaming pad, the mouse pad, the headphones, mouse, and keyboard bundled in with any OLED or LG gaming monitor. I think it has some ultra wides in there that are non-OLED. I think there's a lot of options on there. What is even the raffle for? It's for 12 months of Game Pass Ultimate, my guy. $200 value, pretty much. An Elden Ring 1K stream. It's funny. I've almost got back into Elden Ring enough that I was going to 1K it, and then I immediately had to play some other game for videos and immediately stopped. So it is what it is, dude. I think I'm at like 600 and something now in Elden Ring. Maybe I'll pick it back up before the new Elden Ring, that game that got announced last night, comes out. That would be fun. I'll probably cover that game. Maybe I'll get back into Elden Ring. Yeah, hashtag raffle if you want to enter for 12 months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
Freaking believable.
Eat My Dust, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Street Smart Gamer. I appreciate it. If I read that correctly. Yeah, gifted tier 1 sub. Street Smart Gamer, you now have 2 raffle entries if you enter. But as a quick reminder, today's stream is sponsored by LG Ultra Gear. They gave me pretty much freedom on what I wanted to stream. I said I wanted to stream Indiana Jones because it would be a hot game in December, obviously, and it is. And this is the monitor that I've now been using as my permanent PC monitor for the last, I want to say maybe 2 months. LG Ultra Gear 32-inch dual mode OLED gaming monitor. So I'll talk about what the dual mode does, but it's a 4K monitor. It does 1080p as well, like most monitors. But the dual mode is kind of has to do with that 4K and 1080p. So you can do 4K 240 frames, which is for my PC. I can do that. On console, I can't really do that, but on my PC, I can do 4K 240, which is how I've been like playing Stalker 2 and a couple of other games like Dungeons of Hinterberg. But then if you're switching to a more competitive game, you can literally press a button on the monitor. It'll dual mode into 1080p and then automatically set your hertz to 480. So it basically gets you from 240 frames per second to 480 frames per second with a little bit of a down step in resolution. But for certain games like Rocket League, like Counter-Strike, that resolution isn't helping you in competitive instances. So it's probably... There we go. Let's do this. This is the game. This is the monitor I have. 32-inch LG OLED Ultra Gear dual mode OLED gaming monitor. You guys, I had the wrong button click there. I flip a switch. My Stream Deck decided to stop working about 10 minutes into the stream, Artemis. You should know. Of all people, you should know that we have some tech issues here. 10 minutes into the stream, my Stream Deck said, I'm going on vacation, my guy, and decided to stop working. So LG Ultra Gear OLED, this is the dual mode monitor I've been using for 2 months. 4K 240 hertz or 1080p 480 hertz OLED technology, so you have super fast refresh rate. Response time is like pretty much 0, pretty much an infinite contrast ratio. All the details you can read for yourself, so don't quote me on anything exactly specific. Do your own research when it comes to like specifics, what you need exactly. I don't think OLED has the technology where it has the perfect deep blacks that are right next to like super vivid bright whites that really only an OLED can do. And I've been an OLED fan for I don't know how long. I've had an OLED TV for I want to say through 4 years. So to step up my monitor game into the OLED space has been pretty crazy too. So this is the monitor I'm currently having. Again, pricing is in Canadian, so your regional equivalent, but the 12 days of holiday deals also, this is the Canadian website, so check your regional. Today's deal is to purchase an OLED gaming monitor, get a free gaming pad, which is like a full-out RGB gaming pad for your desk. It's like a full size, so it has your keyboard and your mouse and everything on it. Plugs in for RGB, and then I think you get a Corsair mouse, keyboard, and gaming headset. I think tomorrow there's a tease for the LG Gram. And then I think there's some projector deals as well. And I know since some of you are console gamers, there is a deal for TVs coming as well. I think I can, while I'm not sharing my screen now, I think I can tell you a couple things more, because I don't think you guys are supposed to see this super secret CIA document that I have. But yeah, there is the Cinebeam Q projector deals coming, LG laptop deals coming. There's monitor deals coming for those for like slightly more entry-level monitors. If you're looking to get something smaller, something more simple, like a third monitor, maybe that's just going to show like a chat or something. They have some kind of more entry-level monitor deals happening later this week, TV deals happening later this week, and some deals, I think, that are going to help you get things installed if you're not much of an installer. You want to do a hands-off approach as well. So hopefully that kind of covers all of the bases there. And shout out to LG for sponsoring the stream today and for sending this monitor over that I've been using as my primary PC gaming monitor and my primary like everything monitor for PC, aka make all my videos, edit all my videos, all my thumbnails, render all everything, browse the internet, game when I PC game like I have been for Stalker and Dungeons of Hinterberg. I did my Xbox Wrapped lately, and it said I gamed on PC for like 80 hours, which I was, that's more than I did last year. On Xbox, specifically Xbox Game Pass. There was more hours off of that, obviously. Making sure the raffle wasn't for something I already had. I'm sure you already have Game Pass. You want to take yourself out of the raffle now? I'll be starting Indie after I finish Alan Wake 2 Lake House DLC. Nice. Yeah, Lake House DLC was a lot of fun. I expected to make guides for it, but you kind of just get everything. You just kind of beat it, and then it's kind of done. Like, there are collectibles, but they're so hard to miss and so easy to mop up that it's kind of pointless to have a guide for those, in my opinion. I remember the days of the Hop Hog deciding just not to cooperate. I actually, out of all the capture cards I've ever had, I've had like 5. The Hop Hog was probably the most reliable one. I started with a Razzle Dazzle or whatever, a Dazzle. I don't even know which company made it. It was just called a Dazzle for the 360. That thing was junk, but like it was also the year like 2008. So it was good for 2008 standards, but not great. 2008. And then from the Dazzle, I upgraded to the Hapog, which never gave me any problems. Then from that, I updated to, I think, like an Elgato, which I didn't love their software back in the day. And then I updated to an AverMedia Live Gamer Portable. And then from that, I updated to the internal Elgato, which I'm currently using now, although they have updated that to even a better internal for capturing. I think it now does 2.1, which I don't think mine does. And with that, they also raised the price by like double, so cool. Video editing, content creation, it's an expensive hobby. Assassin's Creed Black Flag and Unity have achievements on Steam as of now, like Steam achievements or like Xbox achievements or like achievements that sync to like PlayStation. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I guess all Steam games have Steam achievements. Is there like it's like a separate list? I almost threw my Dazzle through the wall. It was terrible. Yeah, it was rough. Steam achievements. Yeah. I think every regular game has Steam achievements. I think it might be like a mandatory type thing. I'm using the internal Elgato 4K 60. That's, I think, what I have. Now they have, they're really bad with the name because I have the Elgato 4K 60 Pro MK2, which sounds better than the Elgato 4K 60. Mine says Pro MK2 after that. Apparently it's worse. Apparently they took the whole back part of the name off and upgraded it. So now it's just called Elgato 4K 60, and it's better than the old one, which had the word Pro after it. So I was really confused when trying to figure out which one I had and which one, whatever. So again, I'm going to remind everyone, hashtag raffle if you want to enter the raffle for 12 months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. That only is possible on Twitch, unfortunately, today because of how I use a bot to pick a winner, and to make sure it's fair, it has to be through a bot, but that bot is not allowed on YouTube because of their terms of service. So that's why we do it that way, unfortunately, until I think of a better option. And then again, shout out to LG, LG.ca, to learn more about their 12 days of holiday deals. Today's the first day. It's like an advent calendar. You wake up tomorrow, you check the LG website again. Day 2 of the advent calendar, more deals. Day 3, guess what, guys? More deals. Day 4, anyone in the chat want to guess what happens on day 4? More deals. Day 5, do we have any takers for what happens on day 5? More deals. So the deals are like, they're daily deals, but they don't end on the day they start. So like, you do have some time and flexibility to check back and make a decision and whatever. So today's deal, free LG gaming pad and Corsair gaming bundle with the purchase of an LG OLED monitor, like my LG OLED monitor. I'll actually leave a link to it if you guys want to check it out. 32-inch OLED Ultra Gear dual mode gaming monitor. Might have gotten one of those words wrong, but it's there. Regional pricing, that is a Canadian price if you get on the Canadian website. But with the 12 days of deals, that price also kind of changes in a way because you get a couple things bundled. All right, let's get back to Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. If you are just joining the stream now, let's do a little bit of a recap. We started off the stream like an hour and a half ago. I've gotten 4 or 5 achievements. The next achievement we're working on is for completing the A Study in Fear fieldwork, which takes place on Sukhothai, the final map here. And also, unfortunately, I did get all the books, but it seems like that achievement might be glitched for me. So I'll have to see if I can come back to that. I also believe that one of my achievements is glitched, probably because I'm not going to be able to get a relic, and then I need a relics for the notes. So it's very possible I won't be able to get the relics achievement, the notes achievement, or the books achievement, which is just kind of that's going to be rough for your boy who loves achievements. Let's talk to Anika here. We can take a picture of Anika, or I guess of the pedestal. Let's light this torch, and then maybe let's take the torch with us. I assume we're going to need it. Is this a handle? Oh, this is a handle. What are you giving me?
Watch and learn.
Oh, a circle key. Okay, thanks. What does this do? Hey, Mac, are there any missable achievements? It's hard to say. Theoretically, no. But according to someone on Reddit, there's a relic that if you miss it, you can't go back to get it. Which, if that's true, that's the only thing that's missable, I guess. Well, that was an easy puzzle. Or was that an easy puzzle, or is your boy just the smartest gamer in the world? I'm pogging over here, chat.
We won't be going that way.
Come, Professor. This way. Do you think there's any truth to the legend?
Which legend are we talking about?
So, Andy, according to the way the game is designed, there's not supposed to be any missable achievements. However, there seem to be some glitches that prevent people from picking up certain items, and there seem to be some areas that may not be as easily accessible as they were designed to be when you revisit them. So with that in mind, play at your own risk or wait for some updates. It seems like I'm not going to be able to get my 1000 gamer score, but that's not by design. That's just an unfortunate consequence of, I guess, playing before the day 1 patch. You know what I mean?
I know there is. Just have to find it. All right, let's have a look.
Let's go and grab this item. It seems like there is a relic somewhere around here that I do not want to have to come back for in a second playthrough of this area. That's very useful. And then, is there an artifact? There's an artifact kind of in this area. Should I go back to see if I missed it? I'm going to go back to see if I missed it. Where did I come from? Where did I? Oh, here. Cool. Let's go see if I missed this this artifact, because if I did, that would be not great. I have a feeling it's going to spit me back out at like near the beginning, but in a different area. So it seems like I can't actually get this right now. Maybe if this door opens later on, I can get it. What's up, Austin? I love your videos. Thanks, dude. These graphics are low-key insane. I agree. Especially, like, this is just the Xbox version. But if you have a high-end PC and you're, like, everything's on Supreme, then this game's a looker. Like the texture work on this game is actually great. Have you ever 100%ed a Lego game? I actually haven't. I don't think. I guess there was like that one Lego Bricktales game, but that game I wouldn't count as like a general Lego game. You know what I mean? What do I do for this? I just realized it's spinning and I have to like stop it somehow, right? Oh. Stop the cogwheels. Okay. Anyone want to give me the cheat code on how to stop these cogwheels? Never mind. I'm just that smart. Don't need your help, guys. Wrong. I got 99% done. Was able to go any part of the map. The only part I can't get is I have all the radio transmissions. So apparently, if you go here and you look at my map, that I have 2 ancient relics in that pyramid in the top left. Apparently, one of them you can't go back and get. It's like permanently glitched, essentially.
One of the keys.
Maybe they were killed in the earthquake.
It's possible. That was hundreds of years ago. Destroyed several villages. Many people died.
And any secrets?
Hey Mac, I've been a viewer for years. Your videos are awesome. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it.
The Khmer used hydraulic power, so there must be a water source close by.
Okay.
There must be a way to get this water.
How do I finish this one? Oh. But I can't... How do I close the water? Am I slow? How do I... I need to stop it from turning, right? I feel like I messed up this puzzle because I was supposed to do something specific before the water turned on. Am I wrong? Canada and the UK have advent calendars, but the US just has a holidays. Line them up. Thanks, dude. You can't based on how they're spinning. Only the middle ring spins, and I can't spin the outer ring and the inner ring to be on the same plane. The lock requires 2 keys. So I need 2 keys. So I just needed to take out my other key first. That's all I needed to do. I'm kind of struggling as to trying to figure out which what. Yeah, okay, there we go.
That's how it's done.
There we go.
Good thing we kept the key.
You can't just time it. No, it was 2 keys.
Through here.
Hey Mac, I'm just tuning in. How many hours do you have on this playthrough? I'm at like 45 hours, but I don't think that's indicative of the average person because I was playing completely blind before the embargo was up, before the achievements were live. I was like recording everything and checking every hallway like 7 times. So just to make sure nothing was missable. I think for the average person, you're looking at around 40 hours for the 100%, probably. Hello? Get out of here! How?
Close one. Trap must be broken.
Right, Professor?
I'm fine. Just wait there.
Well, that was scary.
Rule number 2, kid.
Never step on ancient pressure plates, even if they seem broken.
Got it?
Got it. Let's continue. This is the way to the demon's tomb. I'm sure of it. Here it is. This must be the sarcophagus.
You know, boss won't share credit for anything you find down here.
Get pranked.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Boss. He believes in
Did get pranked.
Believe in yourself first.
Open the sarcophagus. I tried to, and then it kicked me out of the animation.
What's this?
I assume there's a puzzle. How do I open it? I'm getting pranked twice in the same stream. I don't know if you guys know this, but you can also just take a photo of certain items and it just tells you like more clues on how to solve the puzzle. I don't know how to solve this. I can't tell if I got glitched or if I don't know what I'm doing. Am I glitched?
Well, you're not bribing anyone with this, boss.
First playthrough? Yeah. I mean, I've beaten the game. This is my last fieldwork, and then I have all the fieldworks done. I think I have all the mysteries done as well.
Won't budge.
These locks hold the lid in place.
And there must be a way to open them.
Okay, so I need to open up... Turn switch. Which switch? There's no switch. But yeah, this is my last field work. And then I'll have all the field works, discoveries, and main missions done, and then I'll just have like a couple collectibles to mop up. Turn switch. My guy, where's the switch? It's gonna be over here. Oh, yikes, dude. Yeah, that happens. That happens sometimes. I actually didn't get stuck on very many puzzles at all in this game. That was one of the longest times I've been stuck in 40 hours.
Come and help me with this. Empty.
Mac, I hope you got a minivan. Gonna need... I don't mind when people backseat, though. Most streamers hate it. I kind of don't mind it. I don't like getting stuck on stuff for too long. I can just crouch over here and it can't get me.
We're about to die. This could break some.
What do we do?
Find a way out before we're crushed.
That wall. It looks strong.
Come on. Ah, great.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just put my rebreather on, right? I swear the person I'm here with doesn't have a rebreather. Is she just gonna drown? You're further than me. I've been doing an achievement per day. Do you know if any are missable? Yeah, so the game is designed for nothing to be missable, but currently there are some glitches that might make it impossible to get the completion after. And additionally, people are saying, and I haven't had a chance to test this yet, but some people are saying that there is one relic that you can't go back to if you miss it on your first time through. But I haven't tested it personally. But currently I have a glitch on one note, and that relic that you might not be able to go back to is one of the relics that I am missing. Otherwise, and then I also have a glitch that my achievement for the books didn't unlock, which kind of sucks. All right, let's see. There should be I feel like one of these will be here. Like, where's this?
You seem to believe Voss has some kind of evil agenda.
What do you know about his plans for the stones?
Stones? He never mentioned any stones.
Uh-oh. Seems like your boss is hiding things from you.
Voss is very busy. If these stones you're talking about are important, I'm sure he can tell me.
Okay, so it seems like I might have to get up here, and to get up there I gotta get up there, and to get up there I might have to go this way? No. Doesn't seem like... okay. Like, I'm fairly certain I'm gonna have to get this artifact. Dude, why? I think I gotta get up there somehow to get that artifact. I don't want to have to come back to this dungeon later on in the game either. I found 2 relics in a book in the prologue. There's, I think, the 3rd relic in the prologue, but you actually don't need the anything in the prologue. You don't actually need it. Okay, I guess we're gonna go around, and I'm gonna hope that it loops back, but I'm not optimistic here, to be honest. Oh, I think I know what I'm supposed to do. So I'm going to go up here, and then I'm going to swing across the gap, right? Instead of going down. Oh.
Beautiful.
And then... that was a relic? Where's the lost artifact? Okay. And then where's the next relic? Okay. Okay. I don't know. I guess we'll find out if we get there or we don't get there. I think there's also a picture I have to grab while in here. I hope I didn't miss it.
I can't get up here. Stop! I've seen this before. Professor! No! Professor!
Really? I really didn't think there'd be another trap in here. I mean, the whole theme of this seems to be traps. But I kind of wanted to see if I could just leave her behind. She works for the bad guy. I don't really see a problem with leaving her behind.
You okay?
Harrison Ford does not do the voice. It's Troy Baker who does the voice for Indy in this game.
Thank you, Professor. Stop! Wait. I'm standing on one of the trapdoors. Now, we have to do this at the same time, or the trapdoors will open.
3, 2, 1, go.
So it seems like there will be a relic in this room, and I think there might be our artifact in this room as well.
This must be it. I can feel it.
You know, I think you're right. Let's have a look around.
Unfreaking believable.
Yo, Unequalized, thank you for the 84 months, dude. That is almost 1 whole year.
I don't think you'll be.
I appreciate it. You know the drill. Sub badge next to your name in the chat. Access to our 5 lovely emotes. It's real dark down here, guys. Yeah, the voice is really well done. I agree. I don't know what to do down here. I was convinced it was Harrison Ford. Yeah, it does sound good, but getting Harrison Ford to do that many voice lines in his age, probably not a great idea. You know what I mean? Let the man rest. He's had a tough life. Let him rest. There was a picture back here, right? Oh, yeah, I need to take a picture. Good thing I can come back.
Why did they build this?
He can still fly planes? Yeah, but that's like something fun to do. It's not recording voiceover lines for a video game he's never going to play, you know?
Maybe there's more of them in here.
So, it seems like the relic is up there.
There. The water's
Gotta
flowing
figure
now.
out how to get there eventually. Alright, so there's a swing point over there.
Demons.
So if I can get up there, I can swing across. How do I get up there, though?
Over there.
Whoops.
Look up there. The bird's nest.
Great idea. Could be a key up there.
I will get to the bird's nest in a second here. Alright, what do I do with this bird's nest? Whip it? No, I gotta get up there somehow. It's gonna be up here probably, right? I mean, I see the white, so that means it's gonna be somewhere there. Oh, let's try the circle key.
Gotta power this somehow.
Power it? The water's running. Right? And then what? Oh, I'm gonna have to get a piece. I might have to get
What are
some
you doing over there?
pipe
Found
pieces.
something?
I think I figured out how to open this door. Once we find the demon giant.
Let me go get the relic first before I forget. If I forget this relic, I'm gonna be real upset.
We'll just add this to the collection.
Alright, so it looks like I have 3 artifacts left. It says I have 6 relics left, but there's only 2 map locations. So I'm a little worried about that. And then it says I have 1 field note left. But then there's also the glitched field note, so we might be here a while.
Yeah, lucky for us.
Alright. Are you going to press the button with me, girl?
This might be our exit once we're done here.
Once we're done. I'm not done. I'm going to need some pipe pieces, I think, so that the water can run.
You should know better than to work for someone like Voss.
Well, you taught me everything I know, Professor.
Well, then you weren't listening.
What's
Voss
up, Jalal? How's it going, man?
in archaeology.
Is this game open world? Webs. It has like 7 locations, and like 3 of them are more traditionally open world, and the other 4 of them are more like traditionally like single player game levels.
That man
So you'll
is
play like a
not
single player game level, and then you'll have an open world level, and then you'll play a single player level, and then you'll play like a linear level, and then you'll do open world level. And you can always go back and forth between the levels, but that's essentially how it works.
Get a job in America, you know.
There's like 4 kind of more traditional single player levels, and then 3 kind of more traditionally open world levels.
Oh, well, it's a tough field to get into.
All right, this key should get us the
And archaeology is my dream.
Still no excuse for working.
Can I jump down here, you think, guys?
I didn't really have any other options.
All right. I hope Harrison Ford has some strong ankles. I don't know what the other key is going to do, so let's just figure out what the other key might do. I don't even know if I need that key. I guess I probably do. Circle and cross key. So let's do, if that's circle and cross and diamond I don't need, but circle key is not going to be helpful to me. So I have a circle key, a circle cross key, and a cross diamond key. So if I use the cross diamond key to line up the line at the end with the diamond, and then I use the circle cross key, then we're good.
That's it.
Guys, next level gamer in the house. All right, let's see if we can kind of use the same deduction for this one. So we have the cross and diamond key. We're going to try to line that up with the line at the bottom. If we do that, we should be able to then use the cross and circle key to line up the circle with the line at the bottom. And then that's not going to work. I actually want to line up the cross with the circle at the bottom. And now I can just use the circle key. And we should be good. Next level gaming strategies. Lightspeed, don't know me. This puzzle took you 6 hours.
Not bad.
All right, let's go, dude. Now what do we do? We now got more puzzles. All right, we got the circle key. We got the circle cross key, and then we got the cross diamond key. Put the circle in the square hole. All right, dude. Let's open her up. And then that opens up the tomb. Sacred sarcophagus. That guy's not looking like he's having a great day right now. I played Sonic through and through. Nice, dude.
Incredible.
Is the gamer in the room with us? I'm right here, my guy.
Den är vackrare än jag kunde tro.
What you got there?
This is the idol of Yaksha. I first found it described in a barely readable passage in a scroll found in Angkarvat. The Khmer warriors who found the idol believed it was cursed, and so they buried it along with...
New Sonic is pretty good. The movie or the game?
I didn't know if it was real, or just a legend.
Huh? Savor the feeling, kid.
Mac, I got DDA to watch The Substance, and what did he think? Substance, probably my favorite movie of the year so far.
Professor.
I can't wait for this teleprompter to get hooked up. Oh, man. It's going to make streaming twice a year way better.
Perhaps you were right. Maybe I've been like...
You can skip Y2K. I'll probably watch it just because it's like,
Freaking
yo, private
believable.
parties, the gifted sub to Mr. City. I just realized my sub counter isn't working, so let me turn that on right now.
Looking forward to it.
Unfreaking believable.
Freaking believable. Private parties with the gifted sub to Bush Ranger. Thank you so much. We're now up to 14 subs. I appreciate the support, even though I don't stream in as much as I should. You know the drill. You got a sub badge next stream in the chat, as well as access to our 5 lovely emotes. I guess we're ready to leave. There is just one relic. I have to make sure that I grab it before I leave the area. I don't want to have to come back all the way here to get it. And then there might be a note or two I have to grab kind of just to wrap this area up. Like I said, I really don't want to have to come back here.
You think I don't know about the stones? Maybe if you'd realized my potential, remembered me even, I might have been working for you. Class dismissed.
Flubber did it better.
Professor Jones.
That is not a very nice lady. Did I miss the relic? I don't think it's here, but it looks like it's close, but I don't think it's here. I'm just gonna make sure that the relic's not here. I guess the problem is I can't open my book while I'm down here. Yeah, it's not gonna be down here. It's somewhere close, but Longlegs was not great. I didn't really like it. Like, I saw what it was trying to do. It just, I don't know, not for me. Unequalized, have you watched The Red Rooms? Les Chambres Rouges? Now that's a movie you should watch. It sounded like she got stuck in a trap, like in a not very good way.
We'll drop the idol and reach back to grab it. Guess you reached too far, kid. Should bring this back to Pyland. You let your ambitions get the better of you.
So this will let me go somewhere, but so will this door. So how is there an enemy down here? Oh, it's just her arm. She survived? Why are there enemies in here? Luigi? Luca Guadagnino makes only good movies, so you should go see it. Is this not where we started? It is. But I need that relic. I don't know. I don't know where that relic is, or is it not here? Because this relic looks really close, does it not? I think it might not be, though. The Suspiria remake was incredible. What are you talking about, dude? Dude. Suspiria remake was great. Compared to nothing. Compared to itself. It could have been so much worse, dude. Could have been so much worse. So I guess we do have to go this way to exit. Sorry, there's like just random things I want to make sure I pick up while I'm here. There seem to be a couple of notes that I missed. Like, this note is technically in front of me, but under me. Which makes me think I have to go down here to go get it. Because I don't want to have to come back here.
Keep your distance, pal.
All need medical assistance.
Wait, nobody gonna watch a 1940s movie? You tell him, Lightspeed. There seem to be two notes like in up here somewhere that I just didn't get on my first time through. Oh, now you made me mad.
Aren't there more of you?
You're gonna make me mad. Okay, so there should be 2 collectibles up here that I'm going to try to grab before I leave. I think they're up here. No, they're not. They're down there. So it says it's in front of me, but down. Which I guess would be like right here. And now it says it's above me. Okay, so I guess they're just going to be right in front of me? Like they're somewhere in here? Or am I just like not very smart, guys? Don't answer that question. Okay, there's one of them.
Fascists make for gullible stooges.
And then there should be another one kind of this way. Like right here? There it is.
Let me see here.
Okay.
The devil.
But now we're at 9 out of 10. Where's the last one?
But it's not for this reason.
Is the last one for taking the idol back to the person who needs it? All right, well, while we leave, let's go ahead. Oh, where's my boat? Bruh. Gina, where'd you go? Gina go on a date with another guy?
Where are you?
Hide from the soldiers. On my way. What was that scream I heard?
That was the sound.
So
of
once we
someone
get
who
this
lit off
field
with
note,
a
that'll be
ship.
all of like the regular field notes. Then we'll be able to turn in the field work to get the field work achievement. And then we will just have like a couple of relics basically to finish off. How many relics do I have in my inventory currently? I have 6, which is enough to finish all the other relics. So we're really close to the completion. I wish the book achievement worked for me, because I feel like that's kind of one of the things that's keeping us from the 100% right now is the book. Apart from my glitch note, but.
I like the name Sukhothai. Do you know what it means?
Comes from Sanskrit. Means dawn of happiness.
That's beautiful.
Okay, let's go complete a study in fear. I can always come back for some of these artifacts here that I don't have.
What were you steering? You've been fighting, haven't you?
Aren't I a popular fella?
I think I'm supposed to go back to the village for this quest, right? Yeah. All right, another achievement about to unlock right now. Getting even closer to the 100%.
They were using the explosives to open a way into an ancient tomb.
And did they find anything?
What's everyone playing this weekend?
Oh,
I think tomorrow I'm taking it easy, watching the hockey game. And the day after, I don't know.
By the way,
Might go back to
what
Stalker
happened
2.
to the blonde-haired lady? My spies saw soldiers rushing her out of the jungle, missing an arm.
Let's just say she bet on the wrong horse.
Huh. I'm glad you're on our side.
Achievement. This one's going to be rare for sure. All right, study in fear is done. I guess now if we go to like travels, we're 100% field work, 100% mysteries, 95% of the notes, and then 72% of the discoveries. But that's because of how discoveries work in this game. Even though I have like 95 of them, most of them. What? Why am I at 9 out of 10 notes? Does anyone know what that blue icon means? Does that mean I have to like talk to someone to get talk to someone or oh wait. Oh, there's just a note in here.
Hello, Dr.
Oh,
Jones.
never mind. Stop. Never don't guys.
You don't bring explosives.
Don't test me today. All right, let's go. Yeah, I'm a Maple Leafs fan, unfortunately. I'm going to check if the message in a bottle is here randomly. I doubt it. I think I have to wait for a patch for the bottle to show up, unfortunately. It's one of the last things I have left, too, which kind of sucks. All right, while I'm here, is the game in the room with us? The gamer is the friends we made along the way. All right, let's go to the pyramid and then see if we can go and grab these 2 relics. I'm a little bit worried because I'm at 18 out of 24 relics, but there's only 2 on my map. So I'm a little bit worried that I don't know where the other 4 are supposed to be. Has anyone else had this problem where it's like...
Oh, what have you been up to, Jones?
And like, what doesn't that blue vendor, doesn't that mean that that they give you a relic? Let's go talk to the blue vendor then, because I feel like maybe that vendor will give me a relic if I do something correctly. I'm pretty sure this is just Sunan though, who's the quest giver. Oh no, it's not. This lady? This lady? This lady. What is the blue icon? What is the blue icon? It says it's above me. Blue icon? Okay, what's in here? Indy's hut. What is the point of this? What's in Indy's hut? There's nothing here. Can I sleep? What is the point of having a hut? All right, let's go ahead and then try to get the final relics in this area. We're going to go to Songkram. I'm confused as to what this is pointing to. This is pointing like underneath the map. And it's like pointing to a location that doesn't exist. All right, let's just go to the ones that I know are on the map correctly, and then we'll try to figure it out. I really hope some of my relics aren't like glitched underground. That would really suck. Not a big fan of not being able to fast travel to the pyramid here. You gotta, like, it's a long trip to go there and back just to get a collectible or 2. Glitches in a Bethesda game? Impossible, right? Impossible. I followed your guide of Cocoon, and it was such a good game. Cocoon was a phenomenal game. Everyone should play Cocoon. How would you rate this game so far out of 10? For me, it's an 8. It's maybe an 8.5. I think most people reviewed it at an 8.5 or a 9 even. It's like at an 87 on Metacritic, which is really high. I'm just not like that much of an action-adventure guy. And up until very, very, very recently, I wasn't much of an Indiana Jones guy either. So my like of Indiana Jones is somewhat recent. For the LG links in the chat, by the way, the top link is in English for Canada, and the bottom link is in French for Canada. And then there might be some regional equivalent kind of things going on in other countries.
Why did they fire you?
Well, I guess the administration thought I should be grading papers instead of...
I just realized, do I have to swim all the way underwater to get back in here like I did the first time? They didn't, like I didn't get a shortcut to get back in. They're gonna make me do the whole swimming section over?
Sounds like a good principle.
Maybe that's why it's glitched and you can't go back. You can't do the swimming section again. Let's go find out. Pretty sure the swimming section starts over here. I have 48,000 trophies on PlayStation. Congrats, dude. That is a lot of trophies. It's more trophies than I have achievements. I think I have like 25 or 30,000 achievements, so you're way ahead of me. How's the trophy hunting scene on PlayStation nowadays? I know there's been some rough periods with some of the platform specific trophies you can get, and I'm pretty sure the guy who was #1 in trophies quit, right? Like he just quit trophies in total. He quit PlayStation, from what I remember. Like, I remember reading about that. Where do I go from here? What? Where do I go? Well, that's not good. I don't know how to get back into this pyramid. Open to suggestions. The other was Frog Detective. Frog Detective recently left Game Pass, so I know a lot of people went back to it. Okay, so I want to say you go in here, and then where? Okay, and then in there. So that's for sure. Was the bottle glitched for you on Child's Play? Correct. The first bottle. People have said sometimes it's the second bottle, the third bottle. For me, it's the first bottle on Child's Play. I cannot pick up. Oh, it's through this hole. Yikes. But yeah, Hicks, it's the first it's the first bottle. I can get the second bottle and the third bottle, and I can finish the mystery by finding the statue at the end of the mystery. I just can't get the first note. All right, so we should now be in the pyramid.
Unfreaking believable.
Yo, Chris with the 89 months. That's almost one whole leap year, dude. Let's go. Chris, you know the deal. You got a sub hashtag stream in the chat as well as X5 of the emotes. Hope you're doing well. Elden Ring has been 1K'd, so you can never bother me about that again. Guys, do you think he'll check? Maybe he won't call my bluff and he won't even check. Has it? Prove it. I mean, check my gamer tag. Check my gamer tag. Also, make sure you check my second gamer tag because I did it on my other account. Guess what my fave game is? I have no idea what your favorite game is, Austin. You're going to have to help me out here. You're going to at least have to give me a hint. You can't just come in here expecting me to know your favorite game. No idea, dude. Cocoon is your favorite game? Sick. I mean, Cocoon is a sick game. I don't know if it's like a favorite game of all time, but it's a sick game, my guy. All right, so we're in here now. Let's see if we can. I don't know how they're both above me, like drastically above me, right? Yeah. This is a lot less fun to do when there's no monster chasing you. I mean, it's easier, but like it's kind of annoying to go through this whole puzzle again just because I missed a collectible. But I guess I deserve it for missing the collectible in the first place. You gonna 1K the Elden Ring roguelike? It looks like a co-op Monster Hunter type game to me. We're gonna see how many of these relics are in this area. I'm hoping. It says I need 6 relics, but there's only 2 on the map. But I know some of them can be like locked in a door together. Wait, is the snake in here? I just saw the snake dive around. One of my kids said it was an Elden Ring multiplayer. Essentially, I mean, they're not wrong. It's, think of it kind of though, like as I understand it, you can play it single player and all that good stuff. To me, it kind of felt like a Monster Hunter type of game. Like a group of people like all dive bombing like a bunch of monsters to kill them as like a co-op group. I swear, is this not where I started? Did I just do a big circle? I'm gonna hope I didn't just do a big circle. The devs describe it as an Elden Ring co-op adventure with roguelike elements. Okay. What makes it a roguelike? That new ND game looks great, but they need to show more gameplay. What ND game are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. ND. Oh, Naughty Dog. Okay. Yeah. Well, look, I guess the good thing about it is that they have been working on it for like 4 or 5 years now. They said they started working on it in 2020. I mean, it's almost 2025, so that's like 4 or 5 years. So it's possible that they're like kind of close to putting it out, maybe. It looked very interesting. I thought it was kind of weird how they had like Porsche, Adidas, and all that stuff. I thought that was a little strange. But yeah, it is what it is. I just realized I'm missing a note here as well. I'm not enjoying going like for some of these random collectibles that I just like didn't get on my first time through. Not really enjoying going back for them, to be 100% honest. Souls-likes are also overdone. I mean, are they? I don't know. There's not that many of them. There's a lot of, like, not good ones, that's for sure. Secret found. I wasn't here on my first time through. All right, where's the other one? It's over on that side, down low. That's not good. How do I get down? Is it down here? Oh. Bad news, guys. That's not the way down. Lies of P was phenomenal. Yeah, a lot of people love Lies of P. I actually never played Lies of P. Whoops. I'm confused because I feel like this is where you have to go. And then the collectible was here, which means it actually isn't where you have to go. You wouldn't have finished it anyways? Brother. Brother. Unbelievable. The disrespect in here. 3,000 free video guides on my YouTube channel, and I still get disrespected in the comments. Unbelievable, my God. I don't really know where I'm supposed to even go. I'm clueless. So I think I came from here. But I guess let's go find out where to go. I don't know. Where am I supposed to... I don't remember really where I came from. Obviously, like, this goes in there. You can swing across. But where does that go? Chat, I'm clueless. I'm clueless, chat. That can go up there. Okay, let's go see if I can figure out where this collectible is real quick. That's where I came from, right? Like, where did I come from? I came out of that hole right there, right? And then I swung across? Or am I wrong? You're going to tell me that I'm wrong? She came down in a bubble. Apparently there's a collectible there. I think I missed it, though. The map in this area sucks. But I don't know where to go. So, you come up this way. You... Do I swing across? No. The swing across is the main way. That one down there is not the... There's no way that's the main way. Is it? They have this whole path over here just for this collectible? One in the water when you first enter? Yeah, I'm fairly certain I have that one. There's no way this is the whole path. It just ends here. It does it? I'm clueless, guys. I'm losing touch. You're telling me this is the way across? The correct way to go? You might be right. You might be right. But I'm also going further away from the collectible I need. So now I'm even more worried. Because the collectible I need is that away. And I don't remember if that's where I came from. But if it is, then that's bad news for me. Should I go back and see if that's where I came from? Hello? Alright. Oh. That is, I mean, that was, what a save, but... Alright, let's see if maybe the collectible's over here. I mean, I don't know how to get there at all. Like, I don't have the slightest clue. The snake fight part? Well, I think I'm out of the snake fight part though, so that doesn't really help me, does it? I think I know the one I need, by the way. I don't know if this helps you, Otaku. But I think there's one where you have to use your relics to solve a relic door puzzle. I'm pretty sure that's the one I'm missing. I'm fairly certain that's the one I'm missing. I'm just going to hope that I'm going the right way and that I eventually get, like, I think I'm going deeper, and each time I think I'm, like, I eventually should get really close to it, I hope. Because I've been opening my map a lot, and, okay, it's showing there. Like, I guess I'm headed in the right direction. I'm headed in the right direction. Yes, okay. I think we're on the right track. We're on the right track, everybody. Graphics are killer, right? Graphics look great for an Xbox game, especially in third person. I did wonder if they're going to try to release a third person like mode for this game. I don't know if it's possible based on the gameplay and like how the camera works and stuff, but it has crossed my mind just based on how much feedback they've gotten about it. Like, okay, this right here, what's the point of this jump? What is the point of the jump I just made? Oh, it's to stick. Okay, so you stick the little thing in there, but I already have that. There's no relic puzzle in this temple? Oh my god. So I guess I missed it. I don't know what to tell you guys. I missed it. The reason I thought it was a relic puzzle is because I only have one relic left on the map, but it says I have 5 left to get. So I kind of just assumed that it's a relic. Where do I go? Am I supposed to make this jump? Wow. Indiana Jones. He's him. He's him. Oh my god, it's going to be in the water, isn't it? It's going to be in the water, isn't it? Okay, I don't know where that is in the water, but I'm going to go look for it. Do you know where in the water this relic is? Okay, I'm in like the opening area, like right where the temple starts. It's in the water tunnel. Go up once you get in the tunnel. I know, it's probably behind me. I just don't want to run out of air. So it's in like, oh, this way? It's this way, isn't it? Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, that's cool. But now I have a bigger problem, and my bigger problem is that I have 4 more relics and they're not on my map. What do I do? And I've done all of the fieldwork and the adventures. So I've like been to every location. Has anyone else incurred this problem before? Like, what do I do if they're not on my book? It says I'm at 20 out of 24. And then when oh, okay. I guess find another map. There is no other map. I don't have any maps to get, as you can tell by this map. This map of maps has no maps on it, dude. I imagine I can just try to follow the pointers, even if they like don't point in the right direction. Like, even though they're not on the map, they'll still point me. I don't know. There's other temples that don't show until you go into them. My point is, I should have all the maps for all those temples because I have all the notes. And since I have all the notes and I've done all of the fieldwork and the mysteries, I should have all of the maps. So I should have all of the relics, I think. Should I not have all of the relics on my map if I've completed everything else? Where's my boat? Gina, come pick me up. iMac editing is the best. I am sometimes jealous of video editing on iMac Final Cut Pro, but I'm still stuck in 2007 and I use Vegas. See, like this relic that is on my map somewhere, I'm fairly certain it's like somewhere deep underground where like it's not even possible to get that deep underground. Let's go up to it and see what it tries to do for us here. We did get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 achievements on stream. Would have been nice if that 6th one worked for all the books, though. Oh, I did see that Legacy of Kain, like, remaster. Cuphead? What about Cuphead? Sorry, 1 second. Oh, you use iMovie? I mean, just buy Final Cut Pro, my guy. Yeah, like, look how... The closer I get to this relic... The closer I get to this relic, the more, like, underneath the middle of the map it is. Like, look how far it is. There's no way I can get that deep underground, right? Correct? Anyone? Otaku? Can you confirm or deny? There's no way I'm going that far underground. There's no way. That's like... Dude, that's in another dimension. I need a quantum computer to get there.
You doing okay?
Go check the side quest or main quest, which might have another map, okay? So, Blessed Pearl technically has a note. I can go try to... Here, let's go try to get the Blessed Pearl note to my right. Let's see if that helps. It might help. And then... So I have that note, and then nothing else has a map related to it. I have a monkey business note. So let's go grab the 3 notes that I'm theoretically missing, and then let's see if that helps. But there are no maps. Is Indy married? Who knows? No, he's not married. He's too busy. He's too busy finding artifacts for the museum. None pizza, left beef? Hell yeah.
Careful.
Spoiler alert, Unequalized. You can't be out here spoiling movies from the 80s. We haven't had enough time to watch them yet. Alright, so there's going to be a note over here, I guess, for the Blessed Pearl. I guess, theoretically, this note could help us find more relics, I guess?
I like this guy. Got an adventurous spirit.
And then... I guess, like, see, this is why the game glitches a little bit. There's still, it says there's still a note on my map somewhere, even though I have all the notes. So let's go ahead and go find out. Crystal Skulls from 2008? No way. As a reminder, by the way, everyone, today's stream is sponsored. It's sponsored by LG Canada. Shout out to LG Canada for sponsoring the stream. I've been in a partnership with them all year long, since pretty much the beginning of the year. If you follow the channel, you've seen a couple of videos about deals for Boxing Week in July, as well as I think we did a Black Friday or a Amazon Prime Day deal video. I made a video from an event that they had a presence at called the Level Up Showcase, where students were showcasing their games that they worked on. And I also went to Fan Expo Canada, which was in August, where they teamed up with AMD at AMD's booth to have like 250 LG monitors that you could hop in and game on, which was pretty sick. And they sent over one of their newer premium level monitors, which is the LG 32-inch Ultra Gear dual mode OLED gaming monitor. That is the monitor on my left that you'll see in this photo right here. It's the left monitor there. And then on the right, I have a different monitor, also an LG monitor that I bought a couple of years ago. So my right monitor is where I'm gaming on my Xbox, my PlayStation. My left monitor is where I'm gaming on my PC. Video editing, loading videos. I'm streaming from the left computer screen. And again, because this is a dual mode screen, you have the ability to do 4K at 240 hertz. You need a pretty good graphics card for that if you want to maximize that on some really great looking games. It's a 16:9 screen and does support HDMI 2.1 for those looking for console compatibility. It is an OLED display, so you get the benefits of an OLED. On Equalize, made it rain with 1,000 biddies. All these bits, and I don't watch any other streamers, so happy holidays. I appreciate it on Equalized. Thank you so much. As you know, you're an expert when it comes to the LG OLED benefits. I have OG OLED TVs in my house as well. So it's pretty cool getting a lot of the benefits in the computer monitor as well. Super high contrast ratio, 0.03 millisecond response time. So that means basically as soon as the image actually changes, the screen is showing that changed image almost instantaneously. So for some screens, it takes a long time for the image that's supposed to be on there to actually like get on there. It either has to be like post-processed, or the technology that's like the pixels that are being used, the way they change, it takes them a long time to change. So on an OLED, sorry, we're losing lighting here a little bit and focus. So in an OLED, the pixels are changing instantly when they're supposed to. So like super low input lag, super low, the high refresh rate, you'll have like no motion blur. You get all the benefits of the OLED. And for the dual mode monitor, it's literally, you would think that like changing from 4K to 1080p and changing frame rates and stuff would like be tough in Windows to like figure all that out. There's literally a button on the monitor, you press it and it instantly changes from 4K to 1080p, doubles the frame rate, and it takes care of like all of the stuff in Windows for you too. I tested it in a game and like instantly it just changed everything for me pretty much, which I was like really surprised about. Additionally, so that's my current setup you see right now with two LG monitors, but the one on the left is a 32-inch Ultra Gear OLED dual mode monitor. And then if we are to quickly go over here, you can see that this is the monitor. Again, Canadian pricing. I'll leave, we'll type in exclamation LG for those on Twitch if they want to visit the website in English or in French, or check their regional website. This price here is obviously in Canadian because I am in Canada. So keep that in mind. And because, you know, it's the dual mode, it's OLED, so you get 4K, you get 1080p with a high refresh rate, you get DisplayPort HDMI. DisplayPort I would recommend for PC, obviously, if you're looking to get that 480 hertz benefit. You have NVIDIA G-Sync, AMD FreeSync, so you're compatible regardless of what hopefully high-end GPU you have to power this thing. It's been a long time for OLED, LG OLED technology to like reach the smaller form factors, because it was always such like a cutting edge technology that you had to get something kind of bigger. So they've been working really hard to get it into like these smaller desk sizes, like 32-inch in here. Super bright colors. You know, they've been innovating with OLED for a while. OLED technology in the past has had, you know, some limitations in terms of like brightness levels and stuff. So it's much brighter than it used to be able to be. This might not be very important to many people, but the DCI-P3 color gamut is like super important for someone like me who video edits and wants to get like super accurate colors when they're making thumbnails and stuff. It has LED in the back to like, it has that kind of gamer aesthetic and cabling. It has like a slot for the cables coming out the back of the monitor or like in the stand, so you can route your cables pretty sleekly, like in this picture. And it has RGB in the back as well. You get the swivel, you get the tilt, you get the height, and you get the pivot. So this 4 ranges of motion, you would be surprised at how many monitors don't do all 4. Obviously, like height adjustment's pretty standard, and so is tilt, but a lot of monitors don't swivel and don't pivot. So if you did want to go vertical on this monitor for whatever reason, I don't know, you want like a super high-end 4K gaming monitor just to browse your Twitter feed, you could go vertical, portrait and landscape, and then swivel is like just a big benefit. Adaptive sync technologies, and you can read all that good stuff. You know, it has energy saver modes and brighter modes and less brighter modes, and I think it has pass-through for... I'm not 100% sure if it has pass-through for your headphones, to be honest, actually, now that I think about it, but it may or may not. But you can obviously, go onto the website. I'll link this for everyone who wants to check it out on the Canadian website in the chat. And then their LG's 12 days of holiday deals. It's like a 12-day advent calendar currently active on LG Canada's website. So today's the 13th. So there's a deal today, a new deal tomorrow, and a deal after that every day. Although this is the daily deal, this deal does extend until the 19th. So you have a couple of days. But if you buy an OLED monitor here, you get the LG gaming pad as well as a... Here, one sec. I want to show you the actual gaming pad because just calling it a gaming pad doesn't really do it justice. It's like a full desk mouse pad with RGB and connectivity on it, controls. So, you know, kind of completes that setup look. And then you also get the Corsair bundle, and I think there is a keyboard in here. There's a mouse and a headphones, or headset, I mean. So that's kind of what the daily deal is today. There's going to be deals on laptops. There's going to be TV deals for LG OLED TVs. And there's going to be Cinebeam Q projector deals as well. So you want to probably check back, keep your eyes peeled for the daily deals. These are all the monitors, I guess, that do fit. So, you know, different strokes for different folks. 45-inch OLED curved. Like, this would maybe be my dream monitor if I wasn't a YouTuber. Like, if all I did was PC game, this would probably be, it would be him. Like, this would be the monitor. But because I am rocking like 2 screens and I sit pretty close to them and, you know, eye strain and I'm here all day for work and everything, I had to get something a little smaller and something that could fit on my desk a little bit more easily. So I did go with that 32-inch dual mode OLED gaming monitor. But you see there's a whole bunch of options. Again, Canadian pricing. So you have a lot of different options. If you want to do the 21:9 ultra wides, there are options there. If you want to do a 16:9 OLED, there are options there. Some of them are already out of stock, so maybe they're selling out for the holidays. So I will share this link as well. LG's 12 days of holiday deals. If you're looking for a LG laptop, an LG gaming monitor from Ultra Gear, if you're looking for an LG OLED TV, or if you're looking for a projector. Projectors are a super hot item in this last couple of years. There's a lot of versatility that you can get out of a projector, and projector technology has gotten a lot better. It used to be tough to like be able to get your room dark enough and the bulb bright enough, but now they got like the lasers, and I don't know that much technologically speaking about the projectors, but I've seen a couple of the innovations in the projector game, and I don't have a need for projectors, but if I had a backyard and I was doing outdoor movie night, you better bet I'd have a projector. So that is LG's 12 days of holiday deals. Check back, and thanks to LG Canada for sponsoring the video, or the stream rather. We're here on YouTube and Twitch today live, and on the Twitch side, if you're here at twitch.tv/Mackinone Productions, we're doing the giveaway. Let's get in our last final couple of raffle entries. If you'd like to enter the raffle, it's #raffle to enter, and the winner will get 12 months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. I will DM you a code, and it's #raffle. It does have to be on Twitch because of how my MooBot selects a winner so that it's fair for everyone. And if you are a sub, you do get double entries, and you do have to be here to claim your prize. Rafa Mueller, it's totally okay if you want to watch on YouTube, but because of the way my bot picks a winner, for it to be fair and transparent, I have to use the bot on Twitch, as YouTube doesn't allow for giveaway bots to pick winners on YouTube at the moment, as far as I understand. So if you do want to hop over to twitch.tv/Mackinone Productions, type in raffle there, you'll get an entry on the Twitch side. So I'll give like a minute or two here for a couple people who want to switch over from YouTube to Twitch just for the purpose of the giveaway itself. Twitch.tv/Mackinone Productions. And if you enter on Twitch, you should be good to go. Yes, and if you sell the code on the black market, I will come over to your house and I'll smash all of the dishes in your dishwasher, and then I'll kiss your mom on the cheek politely, like in a nice way. But you won't like it. Like, you'll be upset about it. You know, it won't be mean or anything, but you'll be upset about it personally. So you don't want to sell. What I'm trying to get at is you don't want to sell this code. It's illegal. So make sure you get a couple days to redeem the code. If you don't want the code for yourself, give it off to a friend. Just don't go and like try to sell the code. There's this like just is really annoying because if you try to sell the code and then Xbox sends in like, someone buys that code and reports that code as a stolen code, they trace it back to me. It's real complicated. There's been instances where I have given a code. I write down who wins the codes, by the way. So if you think you're slick, don't worry. I've write down who wins the codes, and then there was one instance where someone tried to sell the code on like the code black market, and the dev bought the code, and then they asked me why the code that they gave me was on a black market, and I was like, you gave me 5 codes, and I gave away 4 of them. Someone is trying to sell your code, and then I told them who it was, and they can't do anything about it, but it's just awkward for everyone involved. It's awkward for me. Because I gave a code to someone who's you're trying to sell it. Like, dude, I respect the grind, but these codes aren't worth that much. It's awkward for the dev who like trusted me with a bunch of codes, and then all of a sudden these codes are like, it was only 1 code, and they gave me 5. Like, obviously, they believed me. It wasn't that they didn't believe me, but it just makes it awkward when they see their game on the black market, and then it's one of the codes they gave me, and like and then I know who's trying to sell it, so then it's awkward for me to be like, yo, bro. You can't do that. You know what I mean? Hey, Mac, I've played the first 10 minutes of the game just before bed, so I don't have time to keep playing. Does the game become more open compared to the first few minutes? So the first 15 minutes of this game are like straight out of the Raiders of the Lost Ark movie opening. So the first 15 minutes, they're just trying to make you do the first 10 minutes of the movie. Then after that, you have a pretty linear section in the Vatican, and then it becomes the daytime, and it opens up. You have Vatican open world, Giza open world, Sukhothai open world, but there are some non-open world areas and levels and missions in between those. No new zombie trophies triggered you too. The last zombies update I covered was for Firebase Z, which was 4 years ago. And that was for Cold War, so 5 years ago. And that also didn't get achievements for that update. I don't mind it because the update's free. So the way I look at it is like, if they charge for the map, then maybe they should have achievements. But if the map's free, then maybe they don't have achievements. It's kind of one or the other. I don't mind if the zombies map is free, don't have achievements in it, and at least a lot of people will play it. And on my end, like, I'm making videos, and those videos are going to get views. It is what it is. I gotta worry about that a little bit. It's something I gotta think about. It would have been nice if, it would have been nice if maybe it was a title update and it also, sorry, 1 second here. It would have been nice if it was a title update and there were new achievements, but beggars can't be choosers. So we kind of just have to, sometimes we just have to take what we can get and hope for the best, But yeah, if you guys have any questions about the LG stuff, my monitor specifically, other LG monitors, LG OLED TVs, LG Ultra Gear OLED gaming monitors, the projectors, I'm not like super smart about the projector stuff, but if you have questions, you can let me know. And then keep in mind there will be more and more deals as the 12 days of holidays keeps going. So there will be deals on like TV installation. There will be deals on money off projectors, I think. There will be a couple bundled deals. So I don't have all of them here, and I don't know even if I'm allowed to say all of them, but there's some good days coming up depending on what you're looking for. So I know some of you are looking for TVs. Some of you are looking for OLED gaming monitors. So just keep your eyes peeled for that. And yeah, I guess I haven't mentioned either, but the monitor that I'm using, the dual mode monitor, whoops. Sorry. Hopefully I just didn't dox myself. The gaming monitor I'm using is also HDR. So when I'm playing Stalker 2 in 4K with my good graphics card with a frame rate approaching 150 or whatever it is, once I have DLSS turned on, and HDR's on, it's like I'm in another universe of games I didn't know existed. And then Like specifically for Stalker, at least, even Call of Duty. Call of Duty, I know Call of Duty is like being memed on in the chat right now. Call of Duty on PC on full graphics on like a crazy frame rate. It's like a different game on PC than it is on console. I haven't been playing with game audio for what game? Resets my presets. Oh, for Call of Duty? Call of Duty got a weird update where headshot audio is not coming through. I haven't played Call of Duty in like a week, probably like 2 weeks, other than the zombies mode that came out. But I finished grinding out my diamond camos and stuff, and I kind of put Call of Duty to the side for a bit. I did want to really uninstall it because it takes up like 150 gigs, I think. But I wanted to beat the campaign on Veteran before I uninstall it. So maybe I'll do that. But yeah. When you get HDR 4K on a high frame rate on PC, if you have the PC that can handle it, it is kind of like a little bit of a different universe. I think we're in a weird year where like the PS5 Pro came out, but Xbox didn't get a Pro version this year. And there are certain games where I do feel like the Xbox is struggling like just a little bit. Space Marine 2. Yeah, the augments. I'm not going to do the augments. That's a dumb achievement. Space Marine 2, I noticed a big difference from the PC version to the Xbox version. And then Indiana Jones is really, really well optimized on the Xbox, so it actually looks incredible. But on PC, it looks even just a little bit more incredible. And then Call of Duty, same. Call of Duty looks really good on the Xbox, but on the PC, it just looks a little bit better, like barely better. But that frame rate boost you get, crazy. Crazy. If you can get it, I highly recommend it. If it's in your budget, you're looking to upgrade, or a Christmas gift for yourself, treating yourself to a gift or someone you love. What's up, Big Boy McGee? No augments, no Elden Ring completion. The augments is dumb, and the Elden Ring completion, you know, it is what it is. I have like 85 hours in that game, and the funny thing is, I have such a good build in Elden Ring, I could probably like one-shot every boss that I have left, including Melania. So it's like, it's not even, I don't know. I have to get to it. I just haven't gotten around to it. I do want to give a special thanks, by the way, to everyone who has been here supporting the stream in one way or another, whether you've been watching for 5 minutes or 4 hours. We've only been streaming for 3 hours, so I don't know how I've been watching for 4. But everyone I appreciate who subscribed with Twitch Prime or non-Twitch Prime, Yods, Nick Hacks, Private Parties, Eat My Dust, Unbroken Chief, and Unequalized for the biddies, Private Parties for the gifted sub. I appreciate it. Just a fair reminder, if you have Amazon Prime, you got Twitch Prime. If you have Twitch Prime, you can sub to one person per month for free on Twitch. Doing so gives you a sub bash next stream in the chat, as well as access to our 5 lovely emotes. I did buy some new gear that I hope to be streaming with a little bit in the future here. I'm optimistic. You'll have to stream the Elden Ring 1K. You'll never get. I actually have a list of things I want to stream. I want to stream the Prince of Persia DLC, and I want to stream the Alan Wake, the first DLC from Alan Wake 2. And there was another DLC I wanted to stream. I actually have a list here. Maybe I should pull that up, see what's on the list here. Let's see. All right. I want to finish Scorn, but that's not going to be a stream. Alan Wake 2 DLC 1 stream. Star Wars Outlaws DLC stream. Prince of Persia Lost Crown stream. And then Lollipop Chainsaw Time Attack mode stream. And a Black Ops 6 veteran campaign stream. But that's a long stream. I'm not ready to marathon stream yet. Any ETA on the next stream, 2025? I actually have some stream tech that I'm installing. I'm installing this prompter as well as a new lighting system. I'm not a big fan of the lights I currently have. They make my face look like way more red than it actually is. So I have like a slightly different thing I'm doing to my camera. As you can see, I also have a different camera angle. That's kind of a byproduct of something else. I had to take apart my entire setup and put it back together. By the way, my setup looks like this. Wow. Wow, technology. So a byproduct of having to like retake my whole setup apart and put it back together, I have my camera in a slightly different place now. I think it looks a little better this way. I'm not like 100% convinced about it, but technically you guys would have a Toby cam. If you guys want to see Toby, let me go get him. Let me go get Toped. Come here. Come here. Hi. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Can you lay down in your crate? Yeah. All right. Does everyone look? Toby, look. Oh, you can't see yourself. Oh, wait. Toby, look. Look up here. Okay, up, up. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wait, let's get the chat off. Let's get the chat off the screen so they can see you. Come here. Up. Up. Okay. Hi. This is Toby. This is my dog. Hey Toby, can you get me your go get me your Lammy. Go get me your Lammy. Go. That's your monkey. Dude, don't embarrass me in front of all my friends. Toby, can you go get your Lammy? Go get your Lammy. Go get your Lammy. Guys, he's doing this on purpose just to embarrass me. He might go get it. You can't cheat. You can't throw it in my office. That's cheating. They can tell. Toby, come here. Show us the address on the name tag. My phone number's on there. Our phone number is on there to the vet that is 100 kilometers away from where I live. Come here. Up. Come here. I know, you're so excited. I probably woke you up. You have all the energy in the world. Toby. Come here. Up. Up. No. Toby's Lammy is his favorite toy. He knows his toys by name. He was just trying to embarrass me in front of all my friends as, teenagers do. Come here. I think he did a couple tricks. Now he's expecting a treat from the kitchen. So you know how it is. My dog works the same way. Yeah. Surprisingly, when people come over and you get him on the floor there to do a couple of tricks, he actually really pays attention and listens and does them all and doesn't ever embarrass me like this. So come here. He thinks you have a treat in your hand. It's too dark for him to see what it is. Sure. All right, Toby. We have treats. You're not going to embarrass me now. I hope this works. There you go. Look at you. You're such a handsome boy today. What a handsome boy. All right, Toby. We're gonna do all the tricks in order without one single mistake. Okay, ready? You're gonna come here. You're gonna sit. Okay, up. Good job. Sit. Okay, I don't think they can see this next one unless... Can you back up a bit? Off. Off. There you go. Sit. Okay, can you give me a paw? Give me a paw. There we go. That's the paw, guys. Wait. This is the left paw. And now give me the other paw. There you go. That's the other paw. I think I said left twice. All right, what else do we do? Up. Up. Okay. Now we're going to do... Ready? Chat, we need the microphone here. Ready? Okay, Toby. Ready? Speak. Speak. Yeah. Speak. Speak. Louder. Speak. Speak. Oh, good job. We taught him not to speak too loud so that like the neighbors don't get mad. There's like neighbors, you know how it works. And then here's the last one. You ready? All right. Well, this one's like a two-parter. Ready? Stay. Okay, spin. Oh, you're so close. Come here. Sit. Spin. Spin. Toby, there's not enough room. Come here. Sit. And spin. Spin. He slipped on the thing I have under my desk for my office chair. Okay, spin. All right, close enough, dude. Oh. All right. I think he's like my office is where he comes when like no one's home and he's just trying to hang out. The office is not like a great space for all his tricks. Those are usually in the living room. There's a little more room, and he can get hyped about the ball in the living room. There's a little less room in the office, but he's a good boy, right? That's Toby. We do have a Toby emote, by the way, for Twitch, if you guys didn't know. Maca91 Toby. When I turn the chat back on, boom. There's the Toby emote. Right there. Somewhere here. Right there. That's the Toby emote. Yeah, I think he got a little performance anxiety, and then I think Carly was eating dinner, so I think he thought that was his treat. What's up?
I need the bag back.
What bag? This bag? Of treats? There you go. I don't know if I'm very fond of this new camera angle. I feel like it's not very flattering, but it is what it is. There we go. It didn't have focus there for a bit. What's up, Jay Platt? Welcome to the stream. I don't know if you were here earlier, but welcome now, even though we're about to finish the stream, I think. What's up, Murdy? Eternal, welcome as well, if I didn't say hi already. I have the Elden Ring 1K. You just got to find my other gamer tag. All right, everyone. I think we're going to call it there. I did say 2 to 3 hours. We've been streaming for about 3 hours and 5 minutes, I want to say right now. I didn't want to overdo it when I got back into streaming right here. I'm happy. Excuse me. I'm happy we didn't have too many tech issues. Oh, I have to draw a winner for the raffle. My apologies. Thanks for reminding me. Oh, my God. That would have been really, really annoying of me to forget. Hashtag raffle to enter the raffle for 12 months of Game Pass Ultimate in the Twitch chat. Has to be Twitch chat. Hashtag raffle to enter. And Moobot will pick a winner in the next like 30 seconds. I'll just give you guys a couple seconds to catch up. If you're on the YouTube side, twitch.tv/Macadam Productions, if you go in there, click hashtag raffle to enter, and you're good to be entered. While I do that, I'm going to quickly get on this boat. There we go. And while we wait, before we pick a winner, last reminder, today's stream sponsored by LG Canada. I did put a link in the chat if you want to check out their 12 days of holiday deals. There's an English link and a French link to their Canadian website. 12 days of holiday deals started today, so the first deal is live. You get a free LG gaming pad, which is like a cool RGB plug-in, full desk size mouse pad. And then you get a Corsair gaming bundle, which has a keyboard, mouse, and headset, with a purchase of select LG Ultra Gear OLED monitors, I believe. So I think there's like 9 or 10 different models you can choose from. And they sponsored the stream today, and it worked with me all year. I only used LG TV monitors and TVs for 5 years or longer now, and hard to imagine using anything else with my experience on them. And I always said OLED was the future, but now it kind of feels like OLED is like... It kind of always felt like OLED was maybe unreachable, especially for like PC gaming, because OLEDs were always so large. They were like TV sizes. But now they got a lot of LG OLED monitors that are like more reasonable, in the 30s of inches instead of the 60s and 50s, you know? All right. Hopefully Moobot picks correctly and automatically. I'm really got my fingers crossed here that it doesn't break. So assuming this works correctly, Moobot's about to pick a winner. For the raffle. Let's see if... All right, there we go. All right, let's see if it works. It didn't work. Let me see if I can manually trigger it. Raffle draw. All right, so I have to do it. Don't worry, I'll get it to work. Just give me 2 seconds. You gotta love when your Stream Deck breaks 10 seconds into your like biggest stream of the year. Raffle draw. All right, BX Latino Heat. Congratulations. Are you still here to claim your prize? I just realized you guys don't see it here, but it is in... Oh, there it is. Cool. I think. Maybe not. Did it work? You guys see it in the Twitch chat, but it's not on here. What LG monitor are you using, Macca? Let me link it down below. It's... a very specific one, but again, there are like specific ones for specific needs. I'm using the LG Ultra Gear 32-inch dual mode OLED gaming monitor. It drew Hicks 1? Where? You guys are trolling, right? Did Hicks actually win? I'm having trouble following here. Oh, I see. Wait. Let me go back. I see what happened. Wait, let me actually check here. I see what you're saying might have happened. Did Hicks actually win, guys? I'm having an issue where my chat on Twitch and my chat in my streaming software have like different versions of the same thing. So I'm trying to figure out here what actually happened. It worked twice. It worked on the first one. Hicks was drawn. It worked 3 times. What was the first winner was actually Hicks? I'm so sorry, but if I'll go back and I'll find the actual chat log. If I have, I'll find the actual chat log before the issue came about. But if Hicks was actually drawn first, then Hicks is the rightful winner, and I apologize for these problems that the Moobot's having today. Can someone screenshot the chat showing the winners in the correct order? I'll try to give all the winners a code, but the first winner, if it was Hicks, I'll give them the 12 months, obviously, and then I'll try to give the other winners maybe a small consolation prize for the error. But if someone is able to just quickly screenshot like the chat, I know Hicks wins a lot, but I also know he wouldn't like lie to win a code. So if Hicks himself or someone in the chat can just screenshot the way my chat's syncing today, there's just an issue. I just hope you guys aren't trolling me. I believe Eternal. Eternal's not much of a troller. So when she says it worked 3 times, I believe. I got screenshots. Cool. Eat my dust. I appreciate the screenshots. And Joe just sent it to me. Perfect. Where did you send it to me, Joe? I don't see it. Discord? I barely use Discord. Where'd you send it? Discord. All right. Cool. So I believe, yeah. So that's unfortunately what it's going to have to be. BXOTino Heat. If you weren't the first one in the chat, I apologize. Even though it might have displayed like that on the screen, the actual chat probably would have said something a little different. I'll try to give you a little game code here or there. See if there's a game code I have that you might want to try. Just Moobot being weird. It's strange because I think it has to do with the fact that I'm multi-streaming to YouTube and to Twitch. Because when I do like a command like exclamation Twitter, yeah, I'm not quite sure. It should say that I typed in here exclamation Twitter, but it doesn't say it here for me. It might say it for you, but not for me. And I think that's kind of where the problem was. Like, me as the author did not show up in this feed, but something showed up in a different feed that you guys see differently than I do, if I'm understanding the problem correct. Hicks, then Denito, then BXTino. Yeah, I assume so, because when we tested it earlier, it did work how it was supposed to work. And then what happened was I pressed the button on the Stream Deck, and it didn't show it to me. And then I typed it once in my streaming software, and it probably picked someone else. And then I typed it a third time in the actual Twitch website, and then it probably picked the third person, and that was the only one I actually saw. So, yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, essentially, Moobot spits out info for me, but in this chat log, it doesn't show me all relevant info, which I am sorry. It sucks that it had to. It just works. The worst part was when I actually went to Twitch to type it in manually. If I scroll up, it's actually not there. When I watch the replay, it'll all be there. So I'm okay. When I watch the replay, it'll be there. And I apologize for the confusion. Shout out to everyone in the chat for being here. Shout out to everyone in the viewership for being here. 5 minutes, 5 hours. I appreciate your everlasting support on the channel. It's been a really good year. 2024 has been, considering 2023 and 2022 were rough years as a content creator. Like the types of games coming out. Obviously, COVID hit the game industry a little late. It took a little bit of time for the COVID and the layoffs and everything to kind of catch up to the releases. And so those were kind of rough years, but this year's been great. Looking to get back on the streaming grind now that I figured out. I'll be honest, streaming was tough. I was having paperwork problems with Twitch, which is like the last thing you expect. They were just being really dumb with paperwork, and it was like preventing me from having access to like all of these features that I should have access to. And they were not providing me with a reasonable way to fix my problem. it's been fixed, but then after it was fixed, I was just kind of like annoyed. You know what I mean? A little annoyed with them. Either way, we streamed today on Twitch. We streamed a little bit on YouTube. I got a haircut for today. We had fun. Played a little bit of Indiana Jones. Got very close to the 1,000, but not quite. It looks like I have 4 achievements left. It looks like one of them is glitched on us already. I have checked my Xbox year in review. I tweeted about it. If you go to my Twitter, you can scroll down probably a couple days and it'll be on there. I think I played 1,200 hours. I would love to see more streams. I'd love to stream more. I bought specific gear for streaming. I bought a prompter, which seems like a really useless piece of gear, but the prompter allows me to look at the camera to read my chat, which makes it like a lot faster and easier to read chat. And then I bought a mount for my camera to have the light come out of the camera, because right now it's just like a weird setup. I mean, it's not weird. It's just like really overkill. So I'm going to get the prompter to read the chat straight at the camera. I'm going to like this. And then I'm going to change the lighting system around a little bit. And then I might change this camera angle because I don't know if I love how I look in it. But it is what it is for today. If I do stream, you can expect Alan Wake DLC, Lollipop Chainsaw Time Attack Mode, Star Wars Outlaws DLC, or Prince of Persia DLC, unless I said that twice. Don't forget the King Kong update. Yeah, so King Kong Community Disc. I did get a response from the person I emailed today or messaged. I messaged the person who has the King Kong disc today. Let's not dox anyone here. So it looks like this person who currently has it will get it shipped to the next person in the next 2 weeks. They've had it for a long time, but they were moving houses. They packed it in a box. It kind of got lost for a bit, and it is what it is. It's kind of what I expected. I didn't expect the disc to make it through this many people in the first place. I kind of expected it to get sold as soon as it got to as soon as Eternal got it. I expected her to sell it on the black market, just like all the codes she's won in the chat. So it is what it is. I think it's gone. I know you guys might not see every update you get when I tweet about the King Kong disc, but I think it's been through like 14 people or 12 people, which I know it's been probably 3 or 4 years now, right? 2022, I want to say we did it. 2021. So it's been 3 years. It's gone through, I want to say like 12 to 14 people in 3 or 4 years. Not bad. Every couple of months it finds a new owner. Some people obviously get it to the next person like right away, and some people take a little longer. It is what it is. Like, you know, King Kong is not everyone's like primary purpose in life is to get 1,000 gamer score in King Kong, you know? Throwing shade at the only person not trolling. That's why I thought it. That's called, Chris, I'll have you know, that's called humor. That's called a joke. That's called comedic timing. That's called improv. Like right now, if I make a callback to the Elden Ring 1K, that's what they call a callback. It's a comedic tool that really makes the crowd go wild. See, I did it before you said it. You're too easy. You're too predictable. Comedy is all about timing. Gosh. Also, what did you guys think of the Game Awards yesterday? Everyone says it was an amazing show, but like I don't know. I don't know if I was excited about any like specific one announcement to like blow my mind. There was a lot of like really good announcements in general, but like that one mind-blowing announcement, I don't really know. It was fun, yeah. Good old capitalism. Pac-Man Metroidvania. Did I miss that? Was that part of the 5 minutes of pre-show I skipped? All right, Hicks. Expect that code for the Game Pass. I am just gonna, just for my own sake, I'm gonna rewatch the end of the stream with the chat replay active, just so I can like see what happened on my end, so that problem doesn't happen again in the future. Had the benefit of watching it after it aired to skip some nonsense. Yeah, that's kind of the way I feel about the Game Awards. Like, I wish I had the arrow key just to skip, like, 5 minutes at a time sometimes. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching the stream. I appreciate the support. Shout out to LG Canada for sponsoring the stream. Shout out to their 12 days of holiday deals, LG.ca, to check that out and learn more. This stream is brought to you by my LG 32-inch Ultra Gear dual mode OLED gaming monitor that I've been gaming on for 2 months on my PC station. It's how I produce my content. It's how I edit my videos, and it's what I PC game from. Gaming monitor can change your life if you have some room for it to change your life in your life. But no shade at anyone who has something a little more simple. That's cool too. There's deals on more simple monitors as well, coming in the 12 days of holiday deals. So I appreciate everyone for stopping by. And I have my fingers crossed because I finally have like a little bit of time to like not be grinding a game, which I know through my video output, it doesn't always seem like I'm grinding a game, but I have been grinding games for a couple months now, and it's like kind of caught up to me a little bit. So I'm going to sleep a little bit, but hopefully when I get recharged in a few days and I get my teleprompter installed, then I'm optimistic that another stream will happen before the end of the year. If you are watching this as a VOD, I am ending the VOD now, so peace. And if you're not watching the VOD, I'm just going to find someone to host real quick on Twitch here. Who's streaming? I don't really watch much Twitch. Like, I'm not much of a Twitch viewer anymore. They offended me so badly with the paperwork error that I stopped watching Twitch a little bit too. Raid Lightspeed Halo. I'll never again, dude. Oh, dude, we got to do it. All right, we're raiding Anderson, Joseph Anderson. He's playing Balatro, which is the fucking game of the year. I don't know what this Astrobot game is all about. Never heard of it, but Balatro, that's where the gameplay is, guys. So we're gonna raid Joseph Anderson. He makes amazing YouTube videos that are like 6 hours long. He's been making videos on The Witcher for like 3 years, and I don't really care about The Witcher, so I'm just kind of praying that he finishes The Witcher so he can go back to making videos about other games that I care about. He has the best video about What Remains of Edith Finch on all of YouTube, and I'm just waiting for that video again. So I'm gonna drop the host over to him, and hope he has a good night, and hope you guys have a good night too. And I will see you soon. Hopefully a stream before the end of the year.